Hello and welcome to the Free Cheese episode 249. I'm your Joe Dix, joined by Marc Augustiniak.
What's up?
Ben Barris.
What's up? Sorry.
Matt Sellner.
Hello.
The Free Cheese is a weekly video game podcast about video games, brought to you once a week by thefreecheese.com. We're getting close, dudes.
Close to what? I don't know what you're talking about.
Electronic 3
What's
is
that?
just like,
I thought you meant to each other.
oh, that's we've been getting close.
Me and Ben play footsies every week
I
at
mean,
some point.
E3 is real close.
It is, though. It's so many leaks, right? So
Yeah.
many confirmed leaks.
Confirmed, unconfirmed. Yeah.
I mean, we're three
I
from
say-
that Sunday, right?
Say it,
Are we 3 Sundays from the first major Sunday?
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
fuck
this
Saturday.
Next episode is predictions, right?
No.
After this one? No, I think 2 more.
2
right?
weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Trust no
I'm
one.
excited.
though.
We'll have more on leaks and
Yeah.
official leaks and whatnot later on in our news segment. But yeah, how you guys doing?
Good.
Good week?
Yeah. I was in D.C., D.C., Virginia for the
For
most
the
of the week. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was pretty chill. I was there for work. And quick story, Joe, you may get a kick out of this. I was at when the meetings were all done, they usually have some kind of social event. And one guy, I don't really work with him, but it's on the same contract / team or whatever. He's like, "So Ben, you play bass? How many how many bands you in? What kind of music you play? All that?" And I was like, "Well, the one band I'm in, we play old school heavy metal type stuff." And he's like, "Oh really? Carl over there, he likes heavy metal music too." And I'm like, I'm expecting he's gonna come and be like, "Fucking Disturbed, dude." No, but this dude he's I would say maybe late 50s. He's older.
Yeah.
So he comes up to me and he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm seeing Ghost next week." I'm
Shut
like,
the
"Excuse
fuck
me?
up."
Excuse me?"
Yeah.
And he was
dude.
like, "Yeah, I like Ghost. I mean, they're not brutal heavy metal, but they have that image, and they just keep it real." I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" And homie just started talking about I like old school
black metal,
Venom, and he just starts naming these obscure
Nickelback,
old school
yeah.
Nickelback. And I'm like having this surreal moment. I was like, "This can't be real."
Oh,
homie's
man.
legit, and I just never would have guessed that he was because he doesn't look like metalhead at all. He
Yeah.
looks like he works at a big company. You know what I mean?
I don't have that shit anymore because Matt and I work with company we work for hires a bunch of like-minded individuals. So it's not. I still get surprised every now and then when someone talks about something in depth, and I'm like, "Oh, right, yeah, you would get that. Yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah.
But mostly you're it's not right.
Yeah.
But I used to have that all the time. Just such it's like culture shock because you're just so used
Yeah.
to no one gets it. I'm alone. Sad goth.
That's what. Yeah. So the rest of the night, we and him were just talking about
Yes.
metal bands,
Yes.
and I didn't know. Did I know Ghost was coming? I can't remember if I remembered Ghost was coming next
Yeah,
week.
we talked about it. They're coming
Yeah.
to Philly and DC, and it's if they were here, I might go, but I don't feel like driving to Philly. Don't want to go to DC.
I had a bad time when I saw Ghost because they opened up for Iron Maiden, and we missed the first half of their set.
Oh man.
We rolled up to the parking lot, and it was at Jiffy Lube, so you can hear it.
Where's
And
that?
we roll up, and I
Oh,
was
is that
like,
in Jersey?
"No, that's it's Bristow, Virginia. I want to say northern tip Virginia."
Yeah.
We roll up, and I'm like, "Man, that's a really good sounding PA. That's Ghost." And I just hear them playing. I'm like, I guess I'm not seeing Ghost today. I mean,
Dang.
I'll see Iron Maiden still because they're open for Iron Maiden.
Yeah,
but,
yeah, yeah.
I was just so bummed out.
You get to see him in the makeup.
I'll talk about it after the podcast. I'll give their performance a 5 out of 10. I'll talk about it after.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can't
Wow.
win them all.
But real quick though.
Can you kill them all? Huh?
It's a challenge.
So, Toys R Us is closing down.
I've heard of that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There's
Speaking
one
of heavy metal.
relatively close to here.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah.
During the text, I was like, "Hey, I'm in the same shopping center too. Toys R Us is closing down." And as I was saying, I'm legit looking at the logo, and half of the R is missing. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Let me go in there."
Did you look down and see the sign that says hiring? Because they still have that
have
on the
that?
fucking window. Yeah.
Dang, promising career, good
Yeah, it's-
benefits.
yeah.
Well, they need somebody to clean up the place.
You're not wrong.
So I walk in, and typical store closing down. yellow tape everywhere, closing, no, all sales final,
Right.
kind of bullshit. And like I don't know if you've been to that Toys R Us recently, but as soon as you go in, you already see like the Nintendo like shit in the back, and it like screams at you. So I just darted right towards there, looking for a few accessories and whatnot. And I bought a couple things that I always made fun of everybody for buying, and I swore to myself, and I, drew blood and swore to Satan I would never cave in and purchase. I bought a couple of amiibos.
Oh my God, Matt's face.
I'm surprised they're still around.
The amiibo section there, it was these two homies,
Wow.
Nook, and then someone from Sex of the Wild, some hawk-looking dude.
Sex in the
Oh
Wild.
no shit, they had him.
That's all it was.
Dang. I might
It was,
go up there for
but when I say all it was, like, there's like 50 Nesses, like 50 Lucases, and like
Dude,
hundreds
somebody
of
on
other
Twitter
ones.
just showed a picture. It was nothing but Ness
Yeah.
amiibo, and
Yeah.
then somebody
But Ness.
replied was just like, "Looks like quite a nest you got there."
Because I walked in and
something
I was
like
like, I'm
that.
not buying amiibo. You're not buying amiibo, Ben. And then
Dude.
like as I'm getting close to that Nintendo sign, I'm like, well, if they have Ness and Lucas, and if it's a good,
Yeah, because Ness
and
is
that's
pointing. He's
legit
like,
all they
you,
had. Yeah,
you have to save us. And he's reaching out for help. Like, please save
exactly.
us.
I was like, I guess I have to now because it's the only two amiibo I would actually ever. But I'm not gonna actually use these. Me and Faith have like a little shelf, and she already has like Mario figures on it, so I'm just gonna plop them on there. Just
I mean, when they
Those
unlock
matches.
Mother 3 on the Switch, you'll use it.
yeah. I
but-
mean, of course.
I have told the story before, but I will tell it because it's been a while. You know what I had to go through to get this?
No,
Oh man.
I don't
Hell.
think so.
Hell.
Did you talk about it on a podcast episode?
7 years ago.
Okay, maybe I heard that one.
So Ness, that particular wave of amiibo, I think it was wave 4. Wave 1 was, launch day, pick them up, whatever. Wave 2, like, just dropped on a random Tuesday in December or something. Wave 3 started to get into the retailer exclusive shit. And wave 4 was the retailer exclusive
Yeah.
shit. Like,
Oh, I think I remember this.
it was a
day.
bloodbath. So I had to go. Wave 3 wasn't too bad. Like, people were looking for, I think it was Greninja was the one that was exclusive to Toys R Us
Yeah.
in Wave 3, and everyone was getting there. That sold out pretty quickly. But with Ness, Charizard, Wario, some Fire Emblem, I think it was Robin maybe.
Might have been Lucina.
Might have been both.
I think Lucina was an exclusive to game.
Oh, right, because Robin wouldn't have happened until after. No, Corrin was DLC. Either way, Ness was the GameStop exclusive.
Oh, it's.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Well, obviously not anymore, but
Yeah, no. So, in order to get Ness, I had to leave work early, go wait in line. The pre-orders happened at like 2 p.m. No, 3 p.m. So I had to get there at 2 p.m. to stand in line. I was like fourth in line an
I
hour
think I
before.
slowly remember the story now, hearing the podcast episode.
Stood there the whole time, like made conversation with people in the line, like, hey, isn't this dumb? This sucks, whatever. But also having good conversation about video games and Smash and NES and Earthbound and Nintendo. It was really, really positive. And then we get up to the fucking thing, and they had 2 cashiers. So 2 guys go. And it's me and one other dude, like, oh, here we go, dude. And there's a guy behind us who was really stoked as well. They go, they pre-order everything they want, walk away. I go up. All I wanted was NES. I didn't give a shit about anything else. So I was like, give me a NES. Guys punches it in. He's like, that's everything you want. Can we interest you? I was like, nope, just a NES. That's fine. We're good. Do it. The guy next to me, who was technically in front of me, but he's at the other register, he's putting his in. And as he's putting his in, it's like breaking the system. I'm
yeah.
fucking Apple Pay on the goddamn thing. Like, yeah, let's go. I get my receipt. And I didn't want to like get my receipt and be like, later, nerds. But I wanted to be. But I was like, all right, I was with these dudes for an hour. I feel like we've been through it. Just like we did with,
The Switch. Yeah.
right. So I was like, let me just hang out. Just make sure everybody's cool.
Battle pals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude ends up getting his, but the guy behind us who stepped in where I was, by the time he got up, game over, dude. Like the whole fucking system was
Like,
So
it
both
broke
of you
down.
got one.
So him and I got ours.
Okay.
That dude stepped up, and the system was down. Like, all of GameStop worldwide just shut the fuck down. That dude couldn't order his shit. And me and that guy are just like, slowly back away. And we went out, and we like both were conveniently parked near each other in the parking garage, and we were like,
Had to,
see you later, dude.
had to watch each other's backs.
Yeah.
Damn.
That was rad. But I like all of that, and that was like end of March, beginning of April or something, and I didn't get that fucking figure until mid-June.
Dude, those
Damn.
days were the worst when it comes to trying to hunt them down, especially when like scalpers were involved.
Yeah.
It was garbage.
Like,
Absolute
every
garbage.
Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, it was.
It makes me
fucking
happy
horrible.
that like Ness is so readily available, but
Makes you think because nobody knows who he is.
probably. But
Just
what happened to the
save
rest
that
of like
money.
why? E3 is gonna be real interesting for Amiibo,
I mean, they've gotten better with their
Or it'll be
development of
nothing.
these.
There's gonna be
amiibos.
nothing.
but they
I don't know because Breath of the Wild.
There's a better
was,
chance
like,
to see Labo.
the Breath of the Wild amiibos are so detailed compared to all the other ones, and I think they're getting better because they're making them bigger too.
yeah.
And it's like, I don't know what's in store. Probably guarantee you another wave of Smash figures.
But they got to figure out something to do with them, right? Because like Smash Brothers was just like the figure player. I didn't give a shit about that.
They're probably gonna
Fighting
raise the price on them too,
yeah, maybe.
so it's like they don't sell out.
But you think about any other instance of it, and it's just been like cosmetic shit. In some cases, like Splatoon, the cosmetic shit you get is dope.
Oh yeah, so in games, yeah, just make
Right.
it more.
Like, what
Yeah.
is the actual appeal of an amiibo these days? Like, they're great, obviously. Matt knows that. They're on the shelf. They're beautiful.
It's definitely a collector's thing.
They're not.
But in game, like, there hasn't been a solid use case, maybe ever.
I did like.
Metroid gave you the hard
Well, I did like for Wii U.
Yeah.
It let you play random demos of, like, virtual console games.
Yeah.
Ah!
What's that?
I know.
Oh boy.
We'll have a solution to all your problems.
But then
Just
again-
don't get one. There it is.
But then
I
again, Smash
I
did that
never
too.
had a problem getting one. You know why? Because I didn't fucking care. Because it's goddamn stupid. However, that crashed Skylander looks cool.
You son of a bitch. How's your week, Matt?
Oh, it sucks. Caps are down 3-2 all of a sudden. After
Seems
being
like
up
the
2-0.
Orioles are down, too. You're rocking a Ravens shirt today.
Oh, well, the Orioles season was a lost cause 3 weeks ago. You know, they're going to be, they're my lost cause, though, just like the Caps.
So wait, tell me about the Caps. What are we looking
The Caps were up 2-0, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden lost 3 straight now. They're down 3-2.
When-
Game 6 would be tonight, if you're listening to this, Monday.
at? Oh, yeah.
And then I might have a beer on Tuesday, so... Oh, well.
How dope would that be if they come back and they get the next two?
Hey, it'd be cool. You know, I'm not giving up. I'm going to watch games, but... You know what, though? I was thinking about it, because last night I was pissed off, and then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I didn't expect this team to get this far. The teams from 2 years ago and last year were the cup teams. This year, I expected the playoffs, but I didn't expect much out of it.
Yeah.
But we beat the Penguins. We eliminated them on their home ice in Game 6.
Man.
When it comes to that, like, this is frustrating, but Tampa's a really good team. It's not like we're losing to a team we should beat.
Fucking Detroit.
What?
Detroit's got a shitty football team, so I always pick on them.
Well, the Red Wings are usually good. They haven't been
Yeah,
good the
that's
last
right.
couple
Red
years.
Wings are pretty dope.
They're rebuilding a little bit. But, yeah, overall, I'm going to be happy with the season. Yeah, when they get eliminated, I'm going to be fucking pissed for, like, 3 days, as I usually am. But
It's funny. You could see it, man. He walked into work the other morning, and I was like, oh, shit, Capitals lost.
yeah.
He wasn't even mad. It was just like something behind the eyes. Just an unspoken thing.
Part of his soul lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, when it's all said and done, I'll reflect and be like, at least I got to watch playoff hockey for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
The Orioles fucking blow, so at least it gave me something to watch, right?
Or drink.
What?
You just drink while you watch the Orioles. Every time they
I
miss
usually drink anyway, but...
Yeah.
But yeah, that's been my week. I've been wrapped up in playoff hockey.
Matt, Mark, how's hockey for you?
The name Red Wings has always confused me growing up. So isn't it also a brand of shoe?
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
store.
Isn't
Is
it
it?
also the group in Final Fantasy IV?
I wouldn't
Maybe.
know that one.
I can't remember Final Fantasy.
Doesn't it also give you wings?
Whoa, wait.
Huh?
Does a Red Bull give you Red Wings?
There's a lot of Red Wings out there.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know where that came from. Why is it a red wing? Like what bird? What
I
is
don't know.
it? That was always confusing. Me.
Maybe it's not a bird. Oh, there's that picture of the Toys R Us now hiring sign.
Oh, it's still there.
Someone's asked me that question before, and I don't remember.
I'm big.
Because I looked it up.
Yeah. Red Wings is the beginning when Cecil or Cecil, or I call him Cecil, but I think it's Cecil, isn't it? But it's him and Kane. That's part of that one King Barons group or whatever. Blah. But yeah, I don't know. Things been pretty good. My sleep has not been good this week. I always like to give sleep updates.
Yeah.
Before I was doing pretty good, and then this past week has just not been good, just because of video games. Just between 3 of them, and it's just because I was still. I don't know if we get into.
Oh, video games, you say?
Yeah.
What video games you been playing, Mark?
So I continued Zero Time Dilemma.
I saw that on STEM.
And I'm almost done it, but there was parts where I was actually getting stuck, and I didn't know how to figure it out, because everything is done in imagine going to the scene selection on a Blu-ray, and it's not put in order, so you don't know what scene happens where. It's a movie you haven't seen before, but for some reason you want to be an asshole and not just play it right from the beginning. That's just not an option in this. You have to pick a scene and just try to put the pieces. That's what this whole game is. And then you have to explore every outcome of that scene. And then, because that unlocks more scenes.
It's like the Detroit demo.
Kind of. The whole themes of these games is transferring your consciousness to other timelines.
Oh.
So that's why you're exploring.
Of all 3, or just this one?
Mostly this one, but
okay.
it gets touched on in the other ones. So that's the constant theme of this whole series. So that's why it's you kind of going through these different scenarios, even though they're all different. Even some of them are bad endings, some of them are good endings. They're all technically canon.
Okay.
And it's weird. So it's kind of meta in a sense, because. Yeah, you're going through the scenes playing it, but yeah, it's weird.
No, I get that, man. Parallel universes and shit.
Yeah, so some of his characters are aware that
Time travel.
they can do it, and they go they break it down on super detailed on how they can do this. They bring up all these different real theories and philosophies of old scientists and whatever. It's really good, but
Science, dude.
So because getting stuck, I would have to. Bill, no. Every time I had to look up something, I had to be afraid of avoiding spoilers, but thankfully that fan base is pretty good at hiding spoilers, so they put spoiler tags over stuff, so you have to
And
actually
black it out or whatever.
Yeah. But sometimes I got a little spoiled with some things. I was you know what, fuck it. I'm towards the end. I'm kind of getting frustrated. There's some puzzles I just don't feel like dealing with. So I had to look through that, and we're in the beginning when everybody's trying to vote off to either kill each other or play it safe, make sure you see all the executions of each team. And I was I thought I did for some reason, because it says I have it, I went down that path.
Yeah.
But then there's a thing on the side that indicates you if you actually have experienced those deaths or not. And for the longest time, I wasn't looking at that part. And I was okay, that's why. So that was a lot of time wasted.
Yeah, was that the night that your computer was having a goddamn seizure, or your Steam account was? It was every 10 minutes you were jumping on the Zero Time Dilemma.
It might have been. Oh, you know what? I'm not sure if I was alt tabbing between.
Well, alt tabbing would do that?
I don't
No.
know. I mean, there was a time where it
When
did
you shut it off,
restart
put it
on
back
me.
on.
So it could have been that.
It was one night. It might have been after one of the Caps games. I think I was playing Dota and just saw Lone Bun Man.
Sorry.
I'll have more on that later.
No, it's
It was
okay.
the Lone Bun Man kept. Hey, Lone Bun Man playing Zero Time Dilemma. Lone Bun Man playing Zero Time Dilemma. It was every 10 minutes for a good hour, I think.
Oh, you forgot to turn off the notification that lets you know that Mark's online every 10 minutes.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember.
That was weird. I don't remember what night it was. I can't remember now, but I
don't-
just kept seeing that. Mark, fucking play the game.
I don't know what was going on. It might have been something just with my computer. I think I was having just sound problems.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know.
I was just laughing. It just kept popping out.
Yeah, because usually you just fall asleep with it running, so that's why I'm not sure.
That Steam notification can suck a dick, man.
Why?
It could be
I
delayed.
hate that. Because I'll be
Just
sitting
turn it
there.
off. Turn it off.
Can you turn it off?
Probably.
Yeah, Matt, just turn it off.
I was for you. I was just play the game, dude. It's not like you're going between games. Just kept playing the same game.
Every time that, especially if I'm playing PUBG and I'm in the heat of the moment, So, and I see that pop up, like, every time that pops up, I even say to myself, like, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. Like, I don't care what you're playing. Like, I just...
I see the when I keep it on for if Nick hops online or someone else.
I don't know if you can change it, though.
Probably.
I'm
I'm
also
assuming
dumb
you
as
can.
shit,
I haven't
so-
really looked for it.
I'll just punch my monitor. It's all good. I love that sound, by the way.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But so I fell asleep with that game trying to solve it and then just losing sleep because I was just getting frustrated because the cutscenes are actually way longer than what I think they are. They're always like half an hour to like 40 minutes sometimes.
Oh, fuck off.
Whoa, Metal Gear Solid 4.
Seriously.
Yeah. But like,
Get the popcorn out.
but,
Yeah.
like it's a visual novel, but like it's interesting.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are they cutscenes or do you have to like press A to move the dialogue?
So like,
or are they half and half?
Well,
or...
you have the option to skip the dialogue, but if it's something you haven't seen before, then you can still go through it. You can still skip it if you want to turn that on, but I don't. And then between that, there's puzzle solving, and then that can take a while. I think that takes the longest actually. But so yeah, so between that and then playing a little more of Wizards of Legend.
Yeah, we got a video up on the
I
site
saw
now.
that. I saw it. It's a good video.
Yeah.
They had a small update, and I don't know what changed, except now when I explore throughout the levels, there's different merchants. Like they offer different things. Like one was like, hey, you want to give up one of your spells for like health or money or something?
Yes.
Because you're giving it to like research. And they're like, oh, okay.
All right.
And I was like, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I had to figure it out. And I was like, oh, fuck, I really need that one. It was a good one. Because it's getting to a point where, like, the stuff that I'm buying, like, the magic is actually, it's getting better. So, like, my combat's getting better and just mixing up different things. And I had a little system going. But sometimes it's like, there's times where I'll go throughout the levels. I actually advance pretty far, not to a boss yet. But I don't get, there's, like, no crystal drops. I'm like, I need these crystals to buy more spells, man. What the fuck? It was like 3 times in a row.
So, for those who haven't seen the video, Wizard of Legend
That's Wizard.
is a roguelike.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say top-down action. Think the Hyper Light Drifter.
Yeah, Hyper Light
Yeah,
Drifter.
but definitely
different like battle
procedurally
mechanics.
generated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's co-op up to 2 players.
Yep.
You kind of just work your way through the map, killing everything in the
Try to.
area. Yeah.
It's tough. Like they're relentless.
Yeah, but it feels good.
But I found out that like your dashing ability and like, your little wind punches, you can change those to make them elemental
That's
or whatever.
pretty dope.
Because like I found one where instead of like punching with wind, I'm just constantly shooting lightning, and then for the
Lightning, you say?
Yeah, and then for the dashing, there was one I
This is
had.
Matt's favorite episode.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got to talk about Dota later, so it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
I'll
There
have
was
to
one-
add half an hour. I'll dedicate a whole half an hour. Don't worry. Sorry, Mark.
No, you're good. There was one where
the
I
mute
dashed
button.
and left like a fire trail, but if you don't move out of the way, you do hurt
You burn.
yourself
Nice.
with it. But I was like, okay, cool. So
How's
yeah,
that game solo?
I like it.
Yeah.
I would still probably prefer co-op like later. Like if that's like a weekend that you just play with a friend. It's like, all right, we're gonna beat this.
Yeah.
Get a 30-pack of Keystone Lights.
No.
Yeah.
At least I'll pay a little bit. Coors Light, like at least get the silver bullet.
Look, at first it'll
Get
be
that
no,
vent.
but the more Keystone you had, the less you're gonna give a fuck.
So the video we have on site is all co-op play. We kind of
Yeah.
pass and play a little
Yeah.
bit. Is it the same amount of enemies on screen when you play solo, or do they scale it back
Yeah.
a little bit? Because it was ruthless on co-op.
I can't tell. I didn't focus on that. It might be a little more with 2 people, but I'm not sure how they work.
Because
that
I was just
out.
thinking, like, if it's the same on solo as it is on
Yeah.
co-op, I would break.
The combinations you can make though, this is a game where it's like, yeah, it's kind of like basic at first in terms of gameplay, I guess, because you don't have that much
Oh
magic,
yeah,
whatever,
but
like as you get further, it actually gets more interesting. And it's like, all right, I've because I was downloading the next game that I'm gonna say that I've been playing. And
Well, hold on before you do. But that's the
Right,
tenet
no.
of a really good roguelike is
yeah.
that building that foundation, building upon it.
Mhm.
I can't think of an example, but like,
Rogue Legacy.
yeah, I didn't get far enough in that one though.
Yeah, but every
Yeah,
time you
yeah.
die, you got the experience or the
Mhm.
gold, and you purchase the abilities. And
Yeah,
even if
and
you
your
like,
stats get better.
like it's the thing out of 99, but if you just put one more HP out of the 99, like you accomplish something in that run.
Right. So as this one game was downloading, I kept playing this in its meantime. And I was like, yeah, actually this game is perfect for this situation.
Yeah.
Where it's like you want to download something or you want to kill time. This is that game you want to invest a little bit into, and then when it's done, you can just say, all right, I'll come back to you whenever. But
It do look real pretty though.
Yeah,
I've been looking on Steam.
I almost
I
bought it
enjoy
last
playing
night.
that.
mhm. So I mean, again, I don't know what the update was, but it looked like it made things a little more interesting in the maps. I'm not sure if it loads faster.
No.
But
That title doesn't help it.
Wizard of Legend.
It's
Yeah.
very generic because
well-
when we were doing our like what we playing in our recording session, and you said that, I was like, I mean, whatever. I'll play anything, but it's like
it only makes sense if
yeah.
you play the prologue, which is the tutorial of everything. 'Cause you
Yeah, I
gotta
mean,
do
that's
that.
fine.
Not that they don't explain it, but like,
Yeah,
if,
it's just
yeah.
if you just hear like, oh yeah, man, I've been playing Wizard of Legends, like, yeah, cool, fucking, I've been playing
I've been
Magic
playing
the
Dungeons and
Gathering.
Dragons. You know,
Yeah.
They're both okay names.
It's
But-
not
but,
bad.
like, to me,
it's just very generic.
it is like it sounds like an old Super Nintendo title from like
Yeah,
Capcom
I was
or
saying it sounds like
something.
an old
but
school ass
but
game.
but I
That's
kind
fair.
of like that. So
Yeah, when you spin it that way.
But like, yeah, I hear
Yeah.
the word like prey. I'm like, ooh.
Even that's simple. I don't
But
know.
that, but
Names are all dumb.
and then the sequel is Eat Sleep.
Oh, it's legit came out last week too. I'm on the STEM page
Yeah, yeah.
still.
Yeah, the freecheese.com. Current video games. Check that out.
Whoa,
Yeah, and
$16, not bad.
yeah, no.
I'll wait till it's like $2 on the summer sale.
You're part of
You
the
know how it
problem.
is. You know how it is.
dude, I'm trying to sell
Get
those
them
crates
dudes.
and player unknowns, dude. Trying to get the $2. I don't have to
Oh my
spend
Yeah,
it.
man,
God.
get that.
More on that later.
Was that a snap? It sounded like a whip.
You never seen that?
It's fucking Julius
The way-
Belmont
no,
over
the way you
here.
snap sounds like a real whip. Like
Yeah, you.
mine has
you
a more
just-
like
your index finger slaps your middle finger and thumb. So it's,
Sure do.
I can't. No, it sounds like those little poppers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sound like an 8-year-old like throwing his little poppers at people.
Y'all want wheelies?
Yeah, man.
All
What?
right. Heelys?
Heelys.
I did the same thing the other day.
Yeah.
I still want some soaps.
Why did that come up twice for us in 1 week?
I don't know.
Soaps are dope.
Vice
Sonic Adventure 2.
Vice did an
Oh
interview
my
of the last pro soaper,
What
and he
the
still
fuck?
soaps, dude.
Is he a hedgehog?
Nah, he's pretty much depressed in his like 40s. still hitting Sonic Adventure 2.
Pretty
IRL.
much. Not all the way depressed, but
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah,
Does he have a DeviantArt account at least?
pretty much. I guess I don't even know. I was like, wow, this is bad. I'm just gonna X out real quick.
Yeah, so
So the game that was downloading was Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition.
oh, right. Yeah, I did see you playing this.
Is
Yeah.
that on Switch?
Yes,
It's
it
now
just
Switch.
it just came out on Switch Friday.
Oh, okay.
And,
Did you play the Wii U one?
no, a little bit. I didn't.
You didn't own it.
I didn't own it. I
Nor
wanted.
the
I wanted
3DS.
to get it, or the 3DS one.
All right.
It was a game I really wanted to get because I love the Dynasty Warrior series and I love the Zelda
Solid
series.
series.
So it was a perfect combination for me. And then from the little that I played, I could see how much love was put into making this. Like all the little details that you would notice if you were a Zelda fan, I guess. To like every little thing, like the loading screen when it has an 8-bit Link going, and it's fighting a little
Yeah.
Octorok.
Yeah.
What I didn't know, because usually during the loading screen, people don't press face buttons. You press the face buttons, you can play the ocarina,
Oh, really?
and the joystick up and down changes the
pitch?
key of it to make the
Like
pitch to make it
Splatoon.
sharp and
Oh,
whatever.
That's cool, man.
Nice.
Did the Wii U version do that?
I don't know, probably, but I was playing like
No one
all the
played it
old
then, so
Ocarina of Time
we don't know.
songs.
True.
With the act, you
Yeah,
Epona song spelled out with C left, C up. C
well,
down?
it's the shoulder buttons and
Oh, so like the-
X,
yeah,
Y,
yeah,
and
yeah.
B.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because A is, I don't know why that's not being used, but yeah,
Huh.
so it's similar to like the 3DS, I guess, when you're doing that. And I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then like the adventure mode is the main story. It's cool how to do that, but I think it's called Legend mode, where it looks like the 8-bit Zelda map, and you go exploring each thing. You
I
give you
think
little
that's
missions,
adventure mode.
Oh, that's cool.
maybe.
I think they call that adventure mode.
But they made so many based off of each game, and it
Yeah.
has like the background music, and those characters are involved. It's
So
a lot is put into this.
Hyrule Warriors is Dynasty Warriors with Zelda, right? And
Yes.
you played a lot of the Dynasty Warriors stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. My first Dynasty Warriors, I think, was either the second one or the third one.
Damn.
And
You're like OG.
yeah, but because I never heard about it until a friend talked about it, and I think I saw gameplay of the second one, but I played the third one. I was like, dude, you're just a guy fighting an army. Yes.
Yeah.
Sign me up, and then it just got lost.
So how does
Too
this
much
compare to
fun.
those gameplay wise?
You can tell they definitely developed that formula.
Yeah.
With like the way the combat works, the way you upgrade your characters to unlock more combos, and how it feels more fluent, and you just feel more powerful as you go on. Because the way to upgrade them is with like these badges. You get materials in the level, use those materials to craft better stats. And so they make you want to do it for each character, and it doesn't seem like a chore, which is rare. And if you do fail in the game and die like, for some reason, they have a checkpoint system. So you can either start over, or you can start from the last checkpoint that it auto-saved at.
Yeah.
And regardless, you get to keep all the experience that you gained. So it's not like they don't really punish you. It's like, that's good, because that was one of the worst things to do, because those matches can take like 30 to 45 minutes maybe a mission, and to have to start over and do all that because there's certain things you're trying to collect, and they only happen by unlocking certain events, by doing certain things.
Yeah.
So, but this is all like so fast paced and like simple, but it can still be challenging, and it's just it's fine. So you don't really have to think.
Yeah.
And but the combat though, like I do go crazy with it. I treat it like it's like Bayonetta or Devil May Cry or something, just the way I'm just constantly like rolling and doing these attacks and pulling off the different combos. It's like,
Dude.
this is what I want in a Zelda game. The way they do that combat. It's just over the top ridiculous and crazy. And it's like, that's what it needs. It's so, and then of course it's the Switch version, so I'm wearing the Breath of the Wild outfit that it came with.
Right.
So I'm just that Link running around.
Does I saw you playing it. I almost bought it, and then I was like, I never finished it on Wii U. To be fair, my Wii U version, that was before I bought a Y cable for my external hard drive.
You see, in that game,
And
if
the
you wanted
hard
to do
drive
co-op,
crashed.
one person had to use the gamepad, and the other person had to use
I forgot
the TV.
you could do co-op in that version.
This one, you split screen.
That's
cool.
dope.
And because I was playing a handheld at first.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it's not bad, whatever. And then like when the King Dodongo whatever happened, and I was like, ooh, that was like 30 frames or less that just happened.
I was about to
because of
ask
whatever.
about that because
And I was
the
like,
Wii U version
I'm gonna
was
dock this.
is definitely chugging.
Yeah, because I kept thinking like handheld for some reason runs better than docked, because at least that's how Breath of the Wild was at first or something.
Yeah,
And
they've
updated
patched
it.
the shit out of that.
So
though.
I was like, maybe I shouldn't have that mentality, and I docked it, and boy, did that just
top notch.
frame rate improved. It's like between maybe 50, sometimes 45 at the lowest.
That's not bad.
No. I mean, like it handles it pretty well for having a lot of enemies on screen, but certain areas it feels like it even goes above 60.
Huh.
Yeah. So that, and then the Pro Controller, it was just I'm really enjoying it. So my weekend has just been like fuck sleep, and
Play that game.
yeah. Even so, like today, it's just like maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep, if that.
Oof.
It's
Nice.
just like I just want to keep playing it. It's such a simple, dumb game. And it's like, this is what I needed.
Yeah.
See, I was while you were talking, I was looking up on the Zon for it and just curious the Wii U price. Still going for $60.
Do I?
Yeah, because it's a first party
Oh,
Nintendo game. They're always going to do that.
It's
Or
so
they didn't take it
stupid,
off the
though.
Wii U store like they did in another game.
Oh,
Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
They took that off
Yeah.
the Wii.
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, that's not even on the Wii U store anymore. Only available on Switch. Unless I guess you buy it hard copy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
No, that's fucked up.
Dude, a Donkey
It's
Kong
dumb.
Warriors would be so cool.
That would be too dope.
Donkey Kong Warriors.
Yes. Dude, being Dixie
Like
Kong
defending
would
the
be
tribe
so
or some
great.
shit.
Yeah.
Dude, who's the new disco ball one?
Backhand a
I'm
bunch
gonna
of
be that
fucking-
guy.
Charge
Funky
up that
Kong.
fist like
Funky
Smash.
Kong, that's it. I'm gonna be
Dang.
Funky Kong dancing around on a disco ball.
Surfboard through everybody.
Or whatever, yeah. Easy mode.
No, but yeah, so like from afar, like the game can look just like, yeah, it's a Zelda game, like Zelda Warriors game, blah blah blah. But like once you actually get into it and like just see the development as it goes,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. Especially they added the side story with Linkle.
Right.
She was only in the 3DS version,
Right.
and it
That's
turns
cool.
out like she thinks she's some destined hero like Link because she has like this compass that her grandmother gave her and it glows or something. But every time it ends a level with her, like she ends up going the wrong way because there's a sign that says here this way to Hyrule Castle. It's just a castle with an arrow, and she keeps like, oh, I should go this way. She starts like running that way. It's
Oh,
like
got it.
so that's how she ends up. That's why they keep her coming back in all these like side missions throughout the story. So
Interesting.
that's funny. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this game a lot. Like every character, like some characters don't play that great to me, probably just because they're just low right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Scan Amiibo in there, you get some goods.
The ones that I did use that were more Zelda appropriate, I didn't unlock anything like too crazy.
I think you get a random weapon. You can
Or-
do up to 5 Amiibo scans a day.
Yeah, it's not just weapons. It's like you can get rupees or
Oh.
items. It's just whatever.
I think the Zelda
Yeah.
ones give you the weapons.
I think so. Because I know when you scan a Link one, you'll actually hear Link scream instead of the little doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo,
Yeah.
and then whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's really cool.
You didn't play Fire Emblem Warriors, did you?
No, I thought about, I was like, should I play this?
Yeah.
And then I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, that is a game.
but
Right.
from the way that looked, like the attacks in that didn't look as like creative to me for some reason
I played it at
compared to this one.
Nintendo World in New York when I was there. It's like, oh, right, that game came out. Let me try a demo. I was like, I'll wait for Mario.
Because like when you're Link with the crossbows, that's really cool. But
Yeah.
her like usually you have like an army with you, army against army. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you're any other characters, you have like the Hyrule soldiers. But if you're Linkle, it's nothing but cuckoos.
That's
so
good.
they go attack everyone, and then you have like the bigger one, and then sometimes you can find like a stray one, and then if you hit it or if the enemy hits it, you're the target.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Or there's one where it's just like, you know what, fuck everyone, and
It's
just
just-
like a big golden one will just start chasing you.
Weird.
That's pretty much been my weekend.
I like it.
Sounds fun.
I like it. Matt, you
What's
can
up?
you can in fact turn off notifications about a person.
Oh, thank God.
When Ben joins a game, you can
See, I actually see for me like it rarely pops up because the times that I'm on is not usually when other people are on. Usually,
Yeah.
But when I do, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, he's playing that.
See, but I have a lot of drunk friends on there. By that, I mean like
Yeah.
that 2 o'clock in the morning Saturday night
If anything,
Counter-Strike run, and then I'm just blurbing random shit, and then people add me as friends. So I get notifications all the time.
Oh yeah. See, I don't have that many friends either, so
Oh,
it's
yeah, no,
Really?
you can
no. I mean, like, not to sound sad. I'm just saying, like, I'm not friends with like over 100 people on Steam or anything like that. Like, so I don't get that many notifications.
So I think I got 5 Steam friends. And that's it.
damn, really?
Yeah.
I have like probably well over 30 some.
What bothers me more is the green icon with the envelope, and it's like you have a new card or item in here.
Yeah.
Like, now I have to go here and look at it so this thing can go away.
Yep.
yeah. You got 20% off some game you don't fucking want.
It's all right.
But yeah.
That's right. When you get those trading cards, just click on it, then sell.
See, wasn't there a time where like you had to go
Bank.
through some dumb process to where you had to sell them, and it was like, oh, you have to wait a certain amount of time? and
Yeah.
is that still a thing?
If you,
I
I
will
never
find
understood
out.
that system, but I know I can get.
It wasn't
Steam
always
money.
like that. It was just like, hey, here you go. Just put
Yeah,
it out
but
on the
then
market.
people were fucking laundering money through Steam.
and like the Russian mob got into
Yeah,
it.
it was a whole thing.
Nice.
It's fucking dope.
A lot of vodka.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Speaking of vodka and Steam, what'd you play this week, Matt?
So before I get into the thing I already talked about, I did finish God of War
Oh, nice.
earlier in the week. That is a really good game.
Good ending, right? I mean, no, we can't talk about it, but
Okay, so the main ending is really good, and it, for the most part, completes your main objective.
Hmm.
But then
Uh-oh.
they do like, I can't really say like post-credit scene because it's really not, but it's like an epilogue.
It's all one fluid shot, man.
Yeah, but it's like an epilogue thing
Hmm.
if you go and do something. So I mean, Red Dead's an old game now, but like, it's kind of that thing that happens in Red Dead where like, the ending happens, but you play and you can still do something to get like another
to further
ending.
the story a little
Yeah,
more,
exactly.
yeah.
It's kind of reminded me a lot of that. And that ending, while it did its job, I wish it wasn't there.
I can
Huh.
understand.
So
that.
is it canon?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all canon. I don't want to get into it
Okay.
because there's that you get very touchy with the spoiler territory. But I will say, leading up to the end, pretty much the climactic battle, boss battle, I really enjoyed that. It's very cinematic. There are some QTE things that they didn't really bother me, but there is some of that stuff. If you don't like that, you
Well,
might.
it's kind of signature of the series.
Yeah.
I mean, even like the first
Yeah,
few.
I mean, it's not like hit square and like
it's
if you don't
fun,
hit
though.
square, you die. Like
Yeah.
there's interaction to it, but there is that stuff. It's not just a straightforward boss fight.
It's
There
kind
are
of, like
segments of that,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's peppered in there, but it's done to a point where it's like it's not that bad. Like it's just kind of simple and short.
But yeah, like you're doing this boss fight, all this crazy shit's happening around you. Characters are yelling at each other. It is fucking cool. It's definitely one of my favorite moments of that game was that climactic battle there at the end that led to what would be the ending of the game.
So how many hours? I don't know if the game tracks hours, but I'm just curious.
I don't know. I want to say I probably. So that's the other thing. I've not done everything with this game. There was actually those realms you can go to with the Bifrost. There's a few of them that you can't even get to in the course of the game. They're just completely locked out. So I don't know if that's going to be DLC. I don't know what that is.
It's more like DLC.
But then there's two of the realms that are completely optional that I'm yet to jump into and do whatever there. You can even go back to some of the other realms you were in for the main part of the story to go back and clean up some stuff there. There's some like collectibles and those Valkyrie boss battles. So those doors that are sealed with like the diamond thing, those hidden chambers, you eventually can unlock them. And usually inside of them are these Valkyrie boss fights, which can be tough depending on your gear and which one you're facing and stuff like that. But yeah, there's stuff scattered in those other realms and things like that. My Kratos he's close, but I don't think he's as close as I think he is to being like fully like loaded. There's a lot of extra collectibles and stuff, materials that you need to either craft the armor or the upgraded weapons or do anything like that. So I would say it's probably for me about 25 hours I put into that game.
It's not bad.
But I still have some stuff to do. But I did complete a lot of the favors in the lake area at least. I think I did them all, to be honest. So that's what me doing most of the side quests, at least from what I found. So yeah, it's a good little meaty game. It plays really well. I can't stress enough how much I love that combat, especially towards the end of that game. Yeah, just kind of, you don't really have to, but it does encourage you to use other systems, which I think it did a little bit better than NieR, in my opinion. But dude, fucking great game. The story as a whole is a nice ride. The extra side quests build on that relationship between Kratos and Boy.
A lot of boy.
Boy is very, very essential to that game. Yeah, it's a really good, nice wrapped up story between Kratos and Boy.
Yeah,
Sweet.
There was I remember somebody had trouble with that game where like they thought attaching runes was a permanent thing to the items.
Nope.
And it's not. And he was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then
No, you better upgrade those runes, dude.
would it be a spoiler to ask if there's a character named Fenrir? Because I don't know if there is, but I don't know if that would be.
That doesn't ring a bell. What's I don't.
Because
Let's talk. I would talk off because
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I'm thinking about it. It's probably not.
There might be. I'd
it's a
rather talk
creature.
off air
It's
about
not a
that.
person. It's a creature, but
Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, there is one thing with the story that I've seen some people up in arms about. There's a certain character motive at the end of the game that people think isn't justified or it doesn't earn it. And I say
Character mode?
like motive.
Oh, motive. Gotcha.
For something at the end of that game. And I say bullshit. The very early on in the game, the motive is planted. That's all I'll say.
yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah.
So you think you know? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah. Yeah, they earned it in my opinion. It was very clever the way they did it, but yeah, going back and realizing what that was, yes, it was really well done.
One of the greatest things. This isn't about the game, but it's about the voice actor of Kratos. He was at a panel recently, and he was, I'm not sure if he was asked or he volunteered to do it, but in Kratos' voice, he just read nothing but dad jokes to the audience.
That's cool.
Pretty good.
That's
Speaking
cool.
of voice acting, Troy Baker, Nolan North are snuck into the game.
How?
I love it.
Jesus.
The cousins.
Oh my god.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's great. Yeah,
really-
I
I
didn't
really,
realize it was, and then as soon as I read it, because of course I dived into the spoiler stuff finally, and I was like, oh fuck, of course it was. Now, yep, makes sense.
That's probably a game I'm not going to play till like after I get other games out of the way.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm gonna put it as one of the must plays for me, probably for the year, definitely going forward.
It's weird because I'm on the Zon now trying to find God of War. I mean, it's on there, but you can't buy the physical edition on here. It looks like.
I saw a thread the other day that a lot of first-party Sony stuff has disappeared from Amazon.
Like I'm on one now, but it kind of looks.
It's
Like, iffy.
reseller, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's
Amazon
going on. It's trash.
cuts it. Sony probably took it off because they're not probably getting as much of a cut from Amazon because it's 20% off when you order pre-order or brand new, like right away.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm sure Amazon's employees don't get much of a cut either.
Oh.
Whoops.
Also, there's that the Gamers Club Unlocked seems like it's going away from Best Buy.
Best Buy. Yeah, I read about that.
Oh wow, people were actually liking that too.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Yeah,
Well-
gotta work. Great game.
Yeah, I was
Cool.
hoping I was going to look it up for some reason why it was going to be like $30. Actually, that's the main reason why I went to Toys R Us earlier, just the off chance they were going to have God of War there.
Yeah.
Maybe get like $10 off of it, but
But then the other big game I
Nope.
sunk a lot of time
No,
into.
we got it. Yeah, God of War. Let's move to
I
what
was going
Ben's...
to talk about Rocket League and how 120 frames is awesome.
Oh, yeah, you
Rocket
can talk
League,
about that. That's
Nah,
fine.
that's right. Dota is a
No.
really good game.
No, it's not.
In case you don't know what Dota is.
Oh, God, dude.
It is a MOBA for free on Steam. However, I now pay money for Dota.
Yeah, nothing is free.
Oh, do tell.
So not only now do I pay for Dota Plus, I now bought a Battle Pass.
What's the Battle Pass?
Battle Pass is...
Oh, we talked about it like 2 weeks ago.
Well, yeah, just a brief little recap.
Yeah.
Seasonal little thing they do for the build-up to the Super Bowl of Dota tournaments. TI, the International. TI 8 is this
I
year.
thought you were talking about the Rap Star.
Yeah.
No, sorry. He's
That's
still
He's
in jail.
playing it.
That's
Is he
a
in
bummer.
jail?
I don't know. He was in jail. He's
Sorry.
in it now. I don't know.
Sorry, good.
Go ahead, Google that.
That'll never happen.
Yeah, I bought the Battle Pass. I don't know why.
Don't
Oh, you
feel
know
ashamed.
I know why.
Don't feel ashamed.
This is why. A PUBG crate. So, I was talking to Joe about this earlier in the week. $10 sounds like a lot, or a lot, right? But if you
Wait,
have
$10 for the Battle Pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you have 25 cents in that Steam wallet, it's now $9.
Right.
Fuck the change. It's $9. That's $1 off. That's 10% off. That's almost a Steam sale.
Yep.
You know?
Done.
That's how you do Steam. Right
So
there.
one PUBG crate for 23 cents. I now own a Battle Pass.
You did nothing wrong.
I know I did nothing wrong. I truncated appropriately. $9. Oh yeah, so it's a seasonal thing. What I like about it is Dota Plus does it in a sense, but I feel like I'm getting Dota Plus. The big thing about that is the assistant, which has helped me. It really has helped me a lot. Learn the game, learn some items, get some decent character builds without like really stressing out about it or looking for a good guide or whatever. So it does that part well. What it doesn't do well is the shards. It just takes too many shards to buy something. Shards are what you earn playing the game with Dota Plus and doing like the weekly accomplishments or whatever, or doing goals with the hero. I just don't feel like you earn shards at a high enough rate to get the good like skins or whatever. So what's nice about the Battle Pass is the Battle Pass levels up, and as you level, you unlock something with each level. Now, of course, you can buy the levels, and like you can like skip ahead. There's like I think 2,000 levels you can do if you really wanted to.
Whoa.
I think it's something high and ridiculous like that. But like you could start at level 200 or something high for like $34 or you know whatever you wanted to do. I was like, nah, I'm not the person that's gonna get the 2,000. I'm just gonna get what I get and move on. So what's nice is you play these games and you earn points for the Battle Pass. You level it up, and as you level up, each thing has an unlockable, whether it's a cursor set, an announcer pack. The TI8 player cards for the fantasy Dota tournament that will be held during TI8. It's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Skins, treasure chests to unlock random skins, like loot boxes almost.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, it's great. So I bought that and I've been playing it. And there's a cool little thing. I think it's called Cavern Crawl, if I remember right. It reminds me a lot of the Final Fantasy X Sphere Grid. So you start off. It's a circle, and you start off in the middle, and you kind of branch out to the ends, and it's sectioned off between like the three main types of heroes. There's like support, carry, and I always forget the other one. I think it's like technicals or whatever, like kind of like a cross thing. But what it does is there's like these different lanes, and it gives you like a character icon on these lanes. You're to advance to the next like sphere part, you have to win with that character. And when you go through, you might get an item or experience points for your battle pass, or you might get nothing. It kind of depends. So I've been doing that. It's kind of a nice way to force me to play different characters that I never would otherwise. Yeah. I've been doing that. I actually have not lost the game since doing this. The nice thing about this too, Turbo Dota does count, so you don't have to invest into these hour-long games just to get one sphere grid, or if you lose, like you're toast. No, Turbo Dota does that. And what's nice is, and I've seen this, a couple podcasts have talked about it, the Dota Reddit pages talked about it. All these experienced players are playing Turbo Dota probably a lot for like the first time, and they're all playing as heroes that they've never played as. So it's just a lot of like kind of confusion and like trying out and experimenting in these matches now. And I think that's why I'm winning, because I can play terribly with a hero, but I think the rest of the team and the other team is playing terribly as well. Yeah. So it's it's actually a good time right now in Turbo Dota.
So will we see you at TI9?
Maybe. Okay. Don't count me out yet.
Because I feel like you're getting there.
I'm slowly, but I'm getting there. You know.
Because we have it documented from the first time you talked about it, all the way up to now, and just how it's progressed.
I remember the fucking moment that his eyes glossed over, whatever the fuck. We were on our lunch break and we're watching just random shit on Giant Bomb, and they're opening fucking card packs for Dota. And
for that fantasy league thing.
Yeah, and just shaking. Jeff was just shaking his head, doing it the whole time, and Matt's eyes just lit up like, I think I'm gonna play Dota. It's just the worst thing that's ever happened. You got that fucking badass PC now.
I do, man. Running,
and you waste it.
Nah, I don't waste it. If anything, it's enhanced the experience of the PC. God. But speaking of that PC, so it got me into trouble. One, because I don't know kind of what the fuck I'm doing. But two, Origin is a piece of shit. Fuck that application.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100% agree with that statement.
Yeah. All right. So Nick encouraged me to get the Battlefield 4 like trial, just to run Battlefield for a couple days and play it just to mix it up from.
They had like a free weekend or something, right?
No. If at any time you can kind of with your Origin profile commit to like a 7-day trial at any time.
All right.
So that's a whole other issue. I'm not gonna get into it on the podcast, but so yeah, when I installed Battlefield, I made sure I changed the directory to my like mechanical like my 2 terabyte hard drive and not my 128 solid state. I know I clicked it. I know I did. But it's still installed to my solid state hard drive and clogged up all of my space.
You know who had the same exact problem?
Everyone?
Same exact fucking problem right here.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's
a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So I did not know this. I was not aware of it. None of my Steam games could install because the hard drive was maxed out. So Dota wasn't updating.
And thank you, Origin.
Well, no. So the important thing with Dota updating is there's always a client update every day just to prevent hackers, maybe some minor like bug fixes, nothing like to the actual gameplay, but just to like, just to kind of keep the hacking community out of it, kind of like what PUBG does nowadays. Have you noticed that they update like twice a day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
They're getting.
It's kind of like the same thing that they're doing. So Dota wasn't able to update, but for whatever reason, it will let me launch Dota. However, when I would go into game, the game would crash.
Damn.
And when it crashes, and you can't get back into it, or if you do get back into it and it just continues to crash, you get an abandon, which Dota takes very seriously.
No.
So I got 3 of these abandons after playing around with these settings, and I got put into Dota prison. I was put on the low priority matchmaking, so the matchmaking times of like 2 minutes now goes like 5 to 7.
Nice.
I can only play one mode, which is single draft, which is the one where of all the heroes, you're given 3 to choose from, and that's your thing. That's something I've played before, but you're only limited to one thing, and you're with all the other fuckers in the low priority.
Nice.
So when people say that Dota has a trash community, I was willing to defend it a bit because it's never been too bad. There's been instances, like every game, but nothing terrible. I found the trash of the community.
You found it. Yep.
You don't need to look far, Matt.
No. It was so bad. Like, I never
shitty.
respond in Dota because sometimes I just think maybe the other person's right. I just don't know what I'm doing. But this time, people were pissing me off, and
Oh boy.
it was a bloodbath. And it's not even like complete so many games to get out of it. You have to win a game. And trying to win with the trash community is awful. It took me 4 games to get out of it.
I like that a lot, though.
I do too,
It sucks
but
for you because in that case you didn't do anything wrong. But I like that they think about
no,
it.
that's a great idea. But like I said, the game, it wasn't me can quit. The game fucking crashed because Origin is a piece of shit.
Uninstall it. You didn't yet. That's
I
when you
will.
fucked up.
I will. My trial's almost done. I'm about to. It sucks.
The only reason why I have it is because Faith sometimes plays The Sims on my
Fair
computer.
enough.
And like other than that, like I would legit just
I may have to
uninstall
reinstall it depending on how Battlefield V or 5 shakes out. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, Origin sucks.
You
A
have
lot
to
of
go
donkey
to the
dick.
main settings to change it. Once you do that, it commits. But like if you're doing something on the fly, it does not let you do that.
And that's why I like DRM free.
Yeah, no, Steam, not a problem selecting directories. But yeah, no, I experienced Dota Prison earlier in the week, and
That sucks too, because you actually like put money into it as well.
Yeah.
And
I
you just
got
kinda-
out of it. I eventually got my win, and it took me
Yeah.
like I tried twice on one night. I think this happened to me on Sunday. I tried twice on Sunday, and then I tried twice on Monday, and finally that second time on Monday, I got out of it. I was like, "Fucking Christ!"
See, like I wish there was a way for it to know what kind of outing you did, because like I think Street Fighter had that problem at first. Like Street Fighter 4 maybe or 5, where it's like they take it very serious when you quit a match, where like you kind of like I guess get banned or something like that.
Well,
Or it
Street
used to
Fighter.
be.
I remember Street Fighter 5. They had it.
Or maybe it's Marvel vs. Capcom,
Maybe.
but it got to a point where it was like, this is ridiculous. My internet went out, and now I'm just like banned for however long until whatever, and it's like, but then they updated to where like, oh, we can tell what kind
They'll
of
detect it.
like what kind of cancellation it was and all that stuff.
I think I experienced because I think that like if you rage quit in 5, your avatar becomes like a skull or something or some bullshit.
it should be a pacifier.
Because the one time when I didn't rage quit, but I was in the middle. I talked about it on the podcast before, but I was playing, and then like my screen went like jittery, and then it just shut off, and it took it as a loss. But I don't think it took it as like a rage quit loss, because that like I didn't go in like the cesspool of Street Fighter or anything after that.
See, I feel like that's also something that like video games get me a little weird on, where it's like, oh yeah, they want to try to promote like being a good sport, stay in the game, and don't quit, but at the same time, you're at the opposite end where you want to quit because the rest of it is being bullshit.
Right.
And it's like the best thing to do is to quit, and you shouldn't get penalized for that because the rest of them are being dicks.
Well, not even that. Like I've been in so many rounds when, like, especially if someone in like not in the U.S. and I'm playing against them, and the lag is just unbearable. Like it's legit, like frame by frame. But you can't hit start and quit. You know what I mean? You kind of just have to ride it out, which sucks.
Like Halo, for example. The one that we were playing it. It's like you just want to quit because it's unfair 4 against 2, and they're all just being assholes.
Stupid.
And it's like, why am I playing this? Why should I have to suffer through this? This is
I was willing to
completely
suffer
unfair.
through it. Then one of my teammates killed me. I was like, I'm done.
That too. So
Because
it's like-
it wasn't my controller to throw against the wall, so I needed to get out of there
You
before.
need to calm down.
Do they still give the warning in that where it's like you get team killed so much that you can kick them out or something like that?
I haven't run into.
I didn't stick around long enough to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that sucks though. But at least you got out of it.
Yeah, I got out of it. It was a neat experience. It was the it felt good though in those games because I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
It was just the other fuckers, like some asshole playing as a support, not even a carry, like the guy who like wipes the floor with people. A support runs in 1v4.
Nice.
Like, oh, where's my help? It's like, you fucking ran in by yourself. I'm still in my lane trying to get a tower. It's not my fault you ran in 1v4 as a fucking support.
Dota's trash.
The rage.
Dota's not trash. No, Dota's
The
great.
rage.
Actually, in the cavern crawl, I played as a character I haven't played before. I pulled up this fucking fantastic save the game moment that turned the whole game around. We won.
Dude.
I clipped it with GeForce experience.
Yeah, buddy.
I know how to PC now. It's great.
Ben,
I ain't talking my language.
Ben, what'd you get into this week?
Master
My
race.
computer's cursed.
Oh shit!
I'm listening.
It's not a virus.
Is
it
it
is
the
a
fan
curse.
again?
Well, I feel like that's expected.
No, not at all.
You know,
It's
'cause
welcomed. Yeah.
curse-
Yeah,
that's what
but
we
no,
want.
this is not a good curse. See, there's the good
Is
curse.
there-
All
You need to
curses
start
are
drinking
good.
some Monster Energy.
It's called
again,
curse
Ben.
for a reason.
Yeah, but okay, no, good curse is eyes roll in the back of your head.
The
and you start
Undertaker,
speaking
yeah.
in tongues.
Tongues. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
couple demons
Church
out
bells.
of your throat.
Yeah.
The worst kind of curse is when you trying to squeeze in a couple rounds of whatever on a Friday night because your girlfriend put on makeup and you're ready to go because dude takes 2 minutes to get ready. You know, so open up Steam.
Yeah, it's now hard to comb that mullet back.
Yeah, I know. Right? So I get on, I'm like, I'm feeling Quake. Joe was talking about Metallica and Quake. I want to play some Quake. I'm talking about just Quake 1. I just want to jump in with some single. I don't care. I'll start a new game. I just want to fucking, I want to shoot shit
Yeah.
and jump around. Jump up,
around.
jump up. So I open up Steam. Oh, Quake's not installed. Excuse me? I don't even remember last episode, but I was talking about how my CSGO was magically uninstalled. That I can get by. It's okay. You can it's CSGO. Whatever. It's a great game.
Also, doesn't take that long to
If
install.
you
technically.
uninstall Quake from my fucking computer,
How dare?
Did you answer any math questions wrong?
I didn't. I will this week though, and I can't wait to talk about that with you because I know you did. I definitely know
Oh,
you
I forgot
did.
to talk about it. Holy shit.
that was the
We
other
can,
game.
I can always
That's
bring it
fine.
back. I can always
Okay.
bring it back because I
Okay.
didn't play a lot of games this week.
It's whatever.
Obviously, I didn't play a lot of games this week. So at that rate, I was like, what am I going to do? I can't play Quake.
Throw the PC out the window.
So so I installed Quake because,
That's what you
on
do.
a 10, sit now. But it took like 3 seconds to install. But I guess whatever curse uninstalled it just deleted my preferences, which also deleted the extra shit I downloaded so I could play it on a big ass monitor. So it's like, well, what's the point now? So I didn't play Quake that night. I had to settle with CSGO.
I wonder if it's a Windows 10
install it.
thing.
I don't know. Because I was looking through my list. I can't think of it on top of my head, but there was also like games I hadn't played in a while, but it for some reason why it just wasn't installed. And I didn't uninstall them.
That was the same day for me, I think. When you brought that up originally, that was the same day where my computer was just like, you know what? Now I know what happened, I think. Whenever the Windows update was like, hey, we want to update your computer, I would go to ignore it. It took me out of Zero Time Dilemma. And I had to go back into it. So the game never stopped running, but because it looked like it got canceled out, opened back up. And I was like, so every couple of hours, I was like, fuck you. That's what it was. Figured
So
it out.
weird.
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't. I don't know, but I didn't play Quake, unfortunately. Just played a little bit of CSGO and yelled at a couple 10-year-olds.
There it is. Yes.
Actually, my favorite thing to do now, because I just do deathmatch now, because like normal Counter-Strike mode will just take too long to play, and I was playing. The dude was legit maybe 11 tops, and he just screaming some jarbled thing, and I was like, "Whoa, we got a badass in the room!
Yeah,
Whoa, everybody!
there it
Whoa,
is.
there we go!"
That's my kind of guy. There it is.
And after that, like everybody just starts chiming in and just laughs along. I like having fun because I can't play Quake, so I got to tune it down a bit,
Did you let them know? I'm here to have fun. I can't play Quake.
Say, hey, you fucks, which one do you want to install Quake? No.
My 1070 can't run Quake.
Who asked for chocolate milk?
So, but yeah, other than Counter-Strike, War Mode came back to PUBG. So I didn't play it last week, but I'm gonna play a lot of PUBG this week. But like I said, I was in DC for the majority of last week, and I brought my PS4, and I hooked it up to the TV, and I played a lot of NieR.
Nice.
Played a lot of NieR. A lot of NieR went down. As in, like, I would go to work and then go to my hotel, eat whatever bullshit dinner, and just play NieR the rest
Before
of the
you
night.
talk about NieR war mode, I did play a little bit of that.
Who?
The
Oh,
war
war
mode in
mode.
PUBG. I didn't like the weapons this week. It was LMGs, sniper rifles, or DMRs. There was nothing.
It's a legit coin toss to whether you get a good loadout or not.
So
It-
they
it's
made
not
some
good.
changes to that game though recently.
PUBG?
Yeah.
I didn't mean. All right. I didn't mean to sidetrack the PUBG. I just want to let
No,
you know
no,
that
no,
was not a
no,
good
no.
word.
No, but they made
No.
changes. They're trying to get to the point where there is no good gun anymore.
Yeah, I think I
Well,
was
not
playing.
good. It was. I just don't like LMGs. I'm not
No, but
decent
they're
with sniper
supposed to
rifles.
make changes to those
No,
two to
no,
make
well-
it so they're better to use.
Well, I was playing with Barb, and because he's like, when the release notes come out for each patch, he'll like read them
Yeah.
just to see like what updates, and he was telling me they're like nerfing all of the rifles,
all the ARs getting a nerf.
and they're beefing up like the SMGs. I guess they're trying to make it so like, I mean, usually unless you get like a stocked Uzi or even like a stocked ump, like you see an SMG on the ground, like a Tommy gun, you're just like,
It's
whatever.
the new map is kind of forcing their hand on a lot of that
Yeah,
stuff.
because it's like more smaller base too.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're completely like nerfing all the rifles. I heard.
Just snipe with a pistol. Come on.
That's fucking dumb.
Halo won this. Please. No.
You can put a red dot on it, right?
Yeah.
But no, a lot of NieR. How everybody here played NieR, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows at least.
I mean, I know
knows.
about all the
Yeah.
ending stuff.
So
guess
how
I
deep?
am,
How
but-
deep can I get?
Man, get it.
Go
You
for
sure?
it. I mean,
Get it.
Yeah,
listener,
you're fine, you're fine.
listener,
Alright.
beware. I guess.
So
but
yeah, let's be fast forward. So I was playing, and I was unintentionally doing the main quest. If that makes sense. When you
Nothing
get to
wrong with
like
that.
the drowned city
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
And because I was there doing the one quest when you find like the flowers and the dude with the shop comes by.
Emil.
Yeah, Emil. Yeah. Because I wanted to do like I legit want to do all the side quests, and I only have like maybe a small handful left. But when you get to that part of the game and that main quest, whatever event goes off there, like it just cancels out all the side quests, which is a bummer because, like I said, I want to do all of them.
Yeah.
And I hadn't noticed that until after I finished that main quest, and I went to go save, and then I checked my quests, and like they were pretty much all gone. I'm like, what the so that I went to like, because you know you can filter the quests, you can do all active quests or just all quests. So I went to all quests, and like they were all grayed out.
Was
I'm
Quake
like,
uninstalled on that too?
son of a fucking bitch, man. It's like, but yeah, so after that, I was so bummed out to the point I was like, I don't know, I'm really playing the rest of the night. I mean, it was already late. It was already like 12, and I had to wake up early anyway. So I was like, well, I guess I'm done playing for the night.
Yeah.
So that's why like the next morning, like I went online and I was real careful. I was like, side quest can I do? Like I was really careful because even as I was typing it, like NieR, like I could already see some stuff pop up under the search thing. I'm like, no. So, and then after that, I was like, no, I don't care. That's why when I brought up in text, like, can I go back and do the quests eventually?
Yeah, but
Well,
yes,
if
you
the
can.
autofill comes up of R34, that's not a character.
No, it's all good.
You want to click on it though.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So yeah, I mean that part's good. So, but I'm still kind of bummed out because I like that feeling when you play a game and you do all the quests, and at the end of the game, like your dude is just like all buffed out, like max level, and all you got to do is like flick the last boss and you're done. Like I like doing that kind of shit.
Hyrule Warriors.
See that? I might have to buy that now, but yeah, that's how it was kind of like in Dark Souls too. Like you just beef out your character. No, Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Actually, like I did all the chalice dungeons.
Oh, yeah.
You know, put all like I forgot what level my dude was, but it was over like level 200, and I was pretty much almost maxed out of everything. Like it was, the game was not hard after that, but but yeah, I was bummed out.
Never hit that point.
Nope, never.
So, I get this is actually another funny story. So, at home, after I get back from DC, come home, eat dinner, hook up my PS4, and just immediately start playing NieR again. And Faith's sitting next to me. She's playing WoW, and I have the PS4 headphones on, the gold, whatever the fuck they're called,
Yeah.
because the music in that game just gets better and better. I'm like, okay, I need to hear this shit.
Told you.
Yeah, I take back what I said last time.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially like when you get the hacking and it does like the NES.
Dude, that is the
Yeah.
best shit in the world.
It's such a seamless transfer.
The way it
How
flew,
much of a 10 is
yeah,
that? How much of a 10 is that?
dude.
So good, especially with the headphones, because the headphones got some good bass in it.
Yep.
You can hear,
Yeah.
you can hear it. So
Mm.
I'm So I'm gonna talk about ending A, because that's the only I guess main ending I have.
Yes.
So you get there and Nines starts. He's like all beaten up.
Did you just call him Nines?
Yeah,
What a bitch.
I know. He's so cool. So and it's at the part when 2B is like above him and he's like, "Oh, come back! Oh, I'm so bummed," and she starts crying. And like I said, I have the headphones on. I'm just watching, and to the next to me, Faith goes, "Robots don't fucking cry." like shut up. She was like, "No, but seriously, like what? I thought they're robots. Why are they?" As he's saying this, his whole ending is like unfolding in front of me. Like, babe, you do not know what you're doing to me right now. This is torture. Just shut up. It's like, wow, sucks. You just shut up. And she's like, "No, but seriously, this game is so weird." I'm like, I know it's weird. Let me
Fuck
fucking
Cataclysm.
play it.
Fuck Cataclysm.
So as it's unfolding, and like by the time she's done talking, like the credits are already rolling. I'm like, well, cool. I'm glad I got to enjoy that as I could.
There's a deeper reason for the tears.
I know, it's like there's more to it. Just shut up. Like,
They know it's fake too, okay? No.
but I guess the way that I'm afraid to even say last battle because I know it's not the last battle, but like the way that unfolds when you're versing Eve.
Yeah.
And
The second.
the second,
yeah.
the brother when he's
Yeah.
just screaming brother the whole time.
Yes.
And
Boy.
yeah, brother. No, it's actually Hulk Hogan.
That's yeah.
So, no, the way it like, it's kind of an easy boss battle, but I like the way it's laid out because it slowly like limits 2B
Yeah.
to the point when like all you can really do is shoot your pod at it, and you're sitting there just like crying. I know I like those.
You're
kinda,
slowly like worn down. Just
Yeah.
you feel defeated and powerless.
Yeah, that's exactly that. So I don't know. I like how it's shaped out, and then I saw the credits roll. I'm like, man, that would have been fucking dope if. So immediately start the new game, and then it's like you start playing as one of the robots,
So good.
and it's like you're trying to revive your brother.
Mm.
And then you go and get the oil. It took me like a good 15 minutes because I kept like
Yep.
He
jumping.
walks so slow.
He walks so
too,
slow.
yeah.
I'm like, God fucking damn it. So I just jump. I pick up the bucket and then jump over to the oil. And then as soon as I get the oil, I jumped and then the oil would spill. But this was like late at night. So I'm like barely keep my eyes open because it was like 12:30. Like I had to wake up for work. So I would get to that and I would keep repeating it because I was in that like delirious state of when you're sleeping.
I was
You
not
don't
in a
know
delirious
what's
state, and I
going
had to
on.
keep repeating that. So
Yeah.
you're doing just
Okay.
fine.
Okay, so it took like a good 20 minutes for me to finally fucking do that.
Yep.
So then it gets to the part when Nines, he's all like, "Oh, dumbass, you can't. It's not even your brother. You're just a machine. Whatever." Not the way. Is it safe to say the tone of the game has completely changed now? Because now you're playing as him,
Keep
and
playing.
then
As
I know
long as
I'm
it's
gonna
keep
keep
playing.
playing no matter what.
I know.
Yeah.
But just I don't
It's a
want to
great game.
answer
But
that.
yeah, you can say that.
Like I know the game's gonna change and like
Perspective shifts and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, the perspective. But there's after that, like when it switches to him, I kind of like got a jolt of energy to wake up. It's like, well, I'm definitely gonna play. Like, keep fucking playing. And then it like you get to the part, like I said, when you hack the things and the fucking 8-bit music. I'm like, fuck yeah,
That
man!
music, yeah, it's so
It's
good.
so cool.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I do all that. Here's the other question I had, which is I guess spoiler heavy. So there's the part when after you're done flying and you get to the part when when you're playing as 2B, you're facing that like giant sea machine monster.
All right.
And then there's the
intro
part when you're playing,
sequence?
but
Okay.
when you're playing the game for the first time, 9S, he's like, oh, distract him. I'm gonna go and do blah blah blah. But now in this run, you do that blah 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 when you're on top of, I guess, his like the back of his
Back
head.
thing,
I don't
yeah.
know. There's a part when like it got real deep. Like maybe it did. Maybe I'm just thinking too much of it. But when you're fighting off the robots, and then you get like a transmission, and it's like, do you want to back up your data? And then Nines is like, but it says like it will take a while, and then Nines is like, do 2B first, and then do me. Because when you back up the data, that's like if you die, then it's okay. In their world,
Right,
it's
right,
okay
right.
because
Yeah.
you just You just reload
Kind of like the very beginning when
Yeah.
they tap keys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, am I thinking this wrong? Because he said, you go ahead and do 2B. But then as they're doing 2B, it's too late for him.
Yeah.
So as you're playing, like I'm getting chilled thinking about it. Like when you do that first run, you're playing as like another version. The 9s was already dead. And you're just playing like, I guess
Keep going.
Keep going.
God damn.
Keep
Like
going.
that happened and I was like, shit just got, whew.
What is life, man? What is consciousness? What is
Jesus
anything?
Christ. And then like the music plays, and then it's like the I don't know if you remember this part, but that when you verse the robots, like the music gets like real slow, and then like even like the battle, like it gets kind of slower. Like it just feels really really dreary, and it doesn't feel good after that. And I was like, oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man.
That game.
It's too fucking good. It's too good.
I'm excited. I think. I mean, if you keep at it this week, you'll probably run through.
I'm playing after this episode. I'm going right home. Eating dinner and drinking a couple brews. Come Keystone Lights.
I think you'll get through ending B pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna go back and do all the side
Actually, I'm
quests.
sorry. I don't mean to drag my part. So this playthrough, is it going to be as long as the first playthrough? Like,
No,
or is it
probably
kind of just
not.
like chopped up?
Because I think I don't know, but isn't there like certain checkpoints you can start from to?
It took me about 20 hours to get through the first,
Yeah, it took me like about 25 because of the side quest.
and then it took me about 10 to get through the second.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of, I guess, a speedy process.
Just because you've already done a lot of the side quests, you kind of already know the lay of the land, so you know when you have to run to somewhere. And the story's, it's parallel, so
Yeah.
you're like, oh right, this is the part I do next. Just a different perspective.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait.
And then there's stuff where, what happens throughout the course of the first one, right? So like, there's a moment or a chunk of time where 2B was alone in the first run. So you get to see where 9S was during that, right?
Yeah, like that whole part I just mentioned when he's doing something else.
Yeah, and there's a couple more things like that you'll run into.
Oh, boy.
And the game also knows, it does a pretty good job as far as the pacing goes. Like, it knows what you've seen before.
Yeah.
So it knows when to, like, it'll highlight it again, but you won't
Yeah,
see,
that way
like,
you
the
know,
same, 15-minute cutscene.
That's what I'm saying, because even, like, that's why I felt like it was a different, maybe that's why I feel like it was a different tone, because when you play through this one, like, even, like, when they're talking, like, you can tell, like, some parts where they just cut out, because it's like, well, yeah, you're already aware.
You've seen this, yeah.
Yeah.
I like your attitude going into this, because this is where I dipped out. And I think
Really?
Joe did the same thing. I did not beat this all in one, in like a 2-week period.
Yeah.
Really?
I had to get away from that.
Like, take a break?
Yeah, I did not come back to it until a couple months later.
See, like, maybe it's because, especially after, like, Dark Souls and Bloodborne, when it's kind of not required, but it's kind of, if you want to do everything, you have to play it a second run through. Like, after doing that, like, I kind of like beating a game now. And if there's shit afterwards, then yeah.
You're
Or
a
if there's shit on this.
completionist.
Huh?
So you're a completionist.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, because it's going to take me, like,
it might
hundreds
help
of
you
hours.
out here. Me personally, this is where I I dipped out of interest for a bit before I came back and finished it.
I think
Damn.
what's dope about it is like something like Bloodborne, when you play through it a second time, you're seeing exactly the same stuff. You're just a little more powerful this time, and you might find that this is technically a different story. You're playing through it again, but it is different. When you get through this one and you go through the next one, it's totally different. But yeah, I think
Just leave it at that.
Yeah, because I don't know if you remember, but because I only did one playthrough, but at the ending, there's like that blurb. It says, "Congratulations and thanks for playing. This game it's kind of necessary for you to go back and play again. So we highly encourage you start anew."
Yeah, the way I always looked at that game is like you finish chapter 1.
Yeah.
They show credits because technically it is a complete game, but you get to go play Simon's Quest now.
I like that.
Kinda.
Well, if it only took you 10 hours, I mean, I will probably have at least another ending by the time next week pops up.
No, this game.
Dude, if God of War had 5 fucking endings, or I can do A, B, C, D, and E, I would not be so mad about the epilogue ending now.
Yeah, this always reminded me, like, if we were talking NES games, like, ending A would be the game that came out in, like, 86.
Okay.
The B route is the game that comes out immediately after in 87, where it's basically the same, but they do some weird shit that has, like, a weird minigame mechanic. And then ending C, or Route C, is, like, 1990, the full sequel, all the shit they couldn't squeeze into their Super Nintendo version,
Yeah.
but they put it in the NES anyway. Like, that's
That's a cool comparison. It's funny though, because I don't know if you remember, but I said it was my brother's gift for his birthday.
yeah.
But
He still
that was when I was living with him still, and it was my PS4. So when I bounced, I'm like, I'm taking that PS4. And he's like, cool, you want to play NieR? I'm like,
Yep.
all right. So
Did he play it?
No. So because he was playing, he's like real deep in like Final Fantasy, like whatever the online 14.
14.
Yeah.
Is
But
he
he
still
still
playing
plays
11?
11 too.
Yes, sick.
Yeah. So he's deep. He's deep in the game.
Jeez.
So last week it was that night when what I said, it was like really late. I texted him and I was like, so do you want NieR back? And he was like, I don't have a PS4, so you can just have it, because I got the day one edition, which has like the extra costumes.
Oh
that you
yeah,
can
yeah,
download.
yeah.
So I used all the keys and everything, and I was like,
I'll get you the keys and ask.
no. I asked him
Eats French
first,
fries.
and then he was like, I don't have a PS4, and I don't plan on buying one soon. And as soon as I saw that, I just went PSN store.
I like
downloaded
to
all
think
the-
that you had the first key typed in, ready to hit X for enter, and you texted
We'll go
him
with that.
waiting for the response,
We'll
and as
go
soon
with
as you
that.
got it, you hit X confirm, and then
We'll go with that. But I told him, I was like, look, when you're ready to play it, let me know, and I'll buy it for you on Steam. Like it's
Oh,
yeah,
good compromise.
Actually, during the Steam summer sale, because it's gonna
It'll
be
be cheaper.
$30. Yeah, I'm not paying $60.
Speaking of keys, there's pins that have keys attached to them.
Oh, yeah, what'd you get there?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I mean, the audience knows about Joe's birthday gift to me
Mm.
this winter, where he got me the TI-6 like visitor set with pin. It has a nice little drawstring Dota bag. There was other stuff with it, but there were some pins. I finally got like the right back. You know the backs that click?
Yeah,
I finally got those backs from Amazon, so that's why I was
There you
able to
go.
put all them on.
yeah, I like them.
Because I had the Michael Myers one on there,
Well, Michael Myers was the best
and it
one on
kept falling off because it was only rubber. Now it's clamped in. We're
there.
good.
There you go.
I hope the Dota ones fall off.
Nah, they're not. They're very secure. I'm kind of concerned about the knife of Michael Myers because it's already fallen off once, and I had to do a kind of like a
Son of a
super glue trick, kind of like, and it still slides, but it's a little bit tougher. I just don't want that thing to pop. But yeah, Dota's great. I know. NieR's great. Dota's great.
NieR is great, man. God
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I played.
I played some more Watch Dogs. A bunch of
That
it.
also looks like a good game too.
Dude, that is a really good game.
So you didn't play the first one, you said, right?
Nah.
Okay. Do you have any desire to?
Nah.
All right. That's fine. Fair.
Yeah, because I thought about it. I was like, well, maybe I should go get the complete saga. And then I was like, nah.
That's because I'm only asking because after playing NieR, I was like, I went right onto like
Don't.
Amazon and eBay.
Don't.
And then they were like,
Don't.
well, as soon as I saw like, which version do you want? I'm like, nope, no, I'm done. Nope, you lost me.
Nope.
Playing Dragon Guard games the day he
That's what I'm
died.
saying.
No, just watch the YouTube videos, man.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
No, Watch Dogs 1 I'm curious about, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Game mechanics I feel like probably evolved a lot from 1 to 2. And it just, no. But this game, dude, just keeps giving. Like, I didn't touch the main story at all in the last week, and I still put so much time into it. There's so much you can do in the side missions and all the weird shit, and just like drive down the street and you turn on the it's not detective mode, but that's been ingrained in my brain. Net hack vision. Sorry. Once you turn that on, detective mode. When you turn that shit on, you look around the town and you're like, oh, I can go in there and there's a hidden thing there. There's a hidden thing here. And like just doing those weird things around town, flying your drone somewhere or your little jumper car into a spot, like that kind of shit just keeps you interested. And then just like being bored, like Tyler came over last night, hang out for a bit. And when he got here, I was still playing it. And I was going to turn it off. And he was like, no, what is it? Show me, whatever. And we were just driving around and fucking around. And then I was like, what did we do? We bought a car and you can customize the paint job and driving the new car. And I'm like, this is
That's
cool.
sadly Tyler.
Yeah. We're driving around the new car with a badass paint job. And we're like, yeah, this is cool. And then getting a little fender bender. And I was upset because I just bought this new car.
Of course.
So the guy got out of his car and he's yelling at me because,
Well-
little car accident.
Well, the fender bender, we're not shocked. When the Watch Dogs 2 video goes up, you're going to see that the fender bender was almost to be expected from Joe driving.
Well, Probably not. I mean, probably just the game's fault, not me.
Yeah.
Always blame the game. It's never your
Yeah, it
fault.
was like 4 different cars. Like, oh, these all suck. And it was like, well, at some
They
point
were,
it's you.
But, I think the controller was low on batteries or something.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
That PS4 battery in the controller, I agree now, man. That sucks.
That's better than buying
Fuck
double
that.
A's all the time.
That's true. Respect.
Haven't changed double A's in my Xbox One controller in about a month and a half. So.
Wait,
That's fine, but you still have to. You still
Does
have
it
to.
really take double A batteries?
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Yeah.
Little dig. I know.
You can get the play and charge kit. They're still doing that. But
Oh, but
anyway.
you can buy that.
Or you can just hook in a wire.
Extra.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah.
Double A batteries for
Anyway.
controllers?
Yeah, I know. Moving
360
on.
did that.
Moving on, though.
Yeah, it did, but that was
got my
360.
that
This
was
is
15
Xbox
years
One.
ago.
Yeah.
I got my dig. We're moving on.
All right. So
Man, the Wii U didn't even take double A batteries.
it's true.
That's
kidding,
a
I'm
Fisher
kidding.
Price toy, too, man. I expected it from that.
So we get a little fender bender, and I was like, all right, Tyler, this is where the game really comes to life. Because the guy gets out of his car, and he's a little escalated. So I hold down L1, I see what options I have. First off, give me your money. Just wired myself
Nice.
a couple $100 from his bank account. And I unlocked a new ability where I just press a button and call the cops on this dude. Forge some evidence, tell the police, yo, this guy's been beating his wife. And then cops show up and they just tackle this fucking dude to the
That's not
ground.
fucking dope.
It's fucking
It's fun.
badass.
We demonstrated some of these things in the video.
It's just,
Pretty good.
it's like stupid shit.
I'm on the Steam page as you're saying this.
I'm telling you, man.
That's
Next time,
Ben's thing, man. Just go to the Steam page as we talk to the game. you
Next
know?
time-
Because then I see the screenshots and they get more of a visual on it.
maybe we should make a video podcast. Next time it's on sale, I really recommend getting it.
Yeah, I'm not paying for it. The one Confucius say about Steam is never pay full price because it will be discounted. Sorry, go on.
But yeah, I don't know. I've been doing more. I can't think of some of the side missions this week. I did one where you had to keep doing graffiti around the town. That's probably my least favorite. And I think the vertical mobility in this game really sucks. Again, I think I brought it up last week, but like the company that brought you Assassin's Creed cannot get that shit down. That like there's parts where like in the video that's gonna go up, we were trying to get one of the painting things, and we got in that crane, and I could not figure out how to operate the fucking crane. I went back to that. You totally had to use the crane, and I figured out it was easier than we thought in that moment. But even still, like trying to jump up
The fact that you had to use a crane when you probably just could have jumped off a wall and grabbed the ladder off the fire escape or something.
just shit like that.
Yeah.
Like there's certain things in this game where I'm like, look, I'm out of shape, and I could do that. Why can't he do that in this game? Like
Right.
I don't know.
You can do it in PUBG. Why can't you do it in Watch
That's
Dogs?
what I'm saying. You know.
Can you vault?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
I was about to
But
get
you know
heated.
the
Vault with Vanessa, he does like a somersault.
he does badass. Yeah. little baby.
By the
parkour.
way, I can't vault an H1Z1 when I tried it. I'm just gonna throw that out
Don't need
Trash
to
there.
play
game.
it. Don't need to play it.
Trash
Don't need
game.
to play it.
The payoff of the paint job side quest where you have to go around and put graffiti up is to obviously tag the Golden Gate Bridge. I did that this morning, and it took me 30 minutes to tag the Golden Gate Bridge. Not because of like it was like you had to fly your drone up, hack a window washer, let it slowly descend, climb in it, slowly ascend, get out of it, climb a ladder, tag, run to the other side of the bridge, drone, window washer, descend, ascend. It was just like, and you had to do that 4 fucking times for 4 different things. It was like,
So you just kept writing "I love Uncle Jesse" on each part of.
dude, if believe me, if I could have tagged it myself, it would have been fine. It was all custom, or they
Dead
had
sec.
default. Yeah, dead sec. On Golden Gate Bridge, you write create, destroy, rebuild.
Cool
Dead
dude.
sick.
Just Full House quotes.
It,
Full House is fucking dope, dude. I know who you are, dude.
I gotta try and find the house in there. But I did the Ubisoft mission this week where you break into Ubisoft's headquarters in San Francisco.
Oh, that's cool.
You hack their employees' computers, and you find a trailer to a game that's titled like
Assassin's Creed.
E3 reveal something. No, so I'm really hoping that this is an actual Ubisoft game that they're making.
Oh, real ARG?
Dude, like, one, I think that'd be just really cool from a company standpoint if they put that in there, because it's a side mission that's totally optional, that I think I unlocked through one of the driver missions.
Okay.
And like I went in, and the trailer, it's called like E3 reveal, and when you open it up, it has all these like fucking codecs over top that's just like internal use only, do not forward, blah blah blah. But it shows kind of like space stations kind of floating through space, and then it kind of goes inside of one of them, and you see like the silhouette of somebody, even their hand move, and then it just starts getting glitchy. It gave me like Moon vibes. Have you ever seen the movie Moon?
Yeah, I saw it with you.
Yeah.
I like that movie.
It gave me vibes of that, and like if they're doing something, I don't know.
Rayman in
space.
I didn't look it up to see if like
Not
anything had come of that. But it was just like a neat little touch, and I feel like that level of meta would be really cool to pay off.
I wonder if there's gonna be like they'll patch it. And I was gonna say closer to E3, but we're already getting closer to E3. Like I think that would be a cool
Also,
idea.
this game's been out a year and a half now.
Yeah, because what 2016?
Yeah.
Yeah. December, November 2016. It was very late.
Yeah. But that's what, like, if this was something where they put
That'd
it
be
in
cool.
and made it so that like everyone was forgetting about it and just think it's a throwaway mission, but it's actually
I would have laughed if it was an Assassin's Creed game, just because.
That's-
Watch Dogs.
yeah.
No, it'd be like a Watch Dogs 3 where you're in control of a satellite, and that's how you hack everything.
That's
and
the whole-
shoot
yeah.
down beams and destroy the world.
Yeah.
It'd be funnier if you had to go fly on an airplane and you sat behind somebody who had the Assassin's Creed logo on the fucking laptop.
The paperclip removal.
Yeah. Yeah, I just, it feels good to play that game. The only stuff where it was a little long in the tooth was the like climbing shit, kind of not fun when you have to reach stuff. But even that, like after a while, you're like, yeah.
I'm expecting to be like Inspector Gadget by the end of this game, where you just have like go Gadget spring shoes, and you just shoot up on top of it.
That's still the weird thing is like I still haven't unlocked like the drone should be able to do so much more. I feel like it can already do a little bit, but I don't know. It needs to be.
You should have like a Green Goblin flyer, where it's just like a giant drone. You
That'd be
just
cool.
No,
stand
but
on
like they
and-
keep
You
pushing.
know, Spider-Man is coming out later this year. If
Yeah.
you want that.
They keep pushing like fucking weapons, and I'm like, that's not what I want to do. Like when a mission goes bad and like, whoops, I fucked up. They're shooting at me. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out a gun. I'm gonna spray some bullets. But it feels unnatural to do that. And like the best way to play this game is to play it using the technology around you. Like it's okay. So we talked about the Detroit demo, which I played as well this week.
Ooh.
Tyler and I tried that out. And that whole like scene reconstruction thing where you're like putting the pieces together to see how something plays out. There's a series of side missions in Watch Dogs where you do the same thing. You go to a place, you basically find out that the Oakland police are corrupt as fuck. They are not only framing, there's something built by Bloom, the big bad guy in this game, that allows police identities to be protected from the public so that they are not revealed and you know, they can privacy, whatever. There's a string of cops who are using that to list themselves as undercover police when they're not. And they're going to drug deals and doing all this fucked up shit, shady shit, to actually sell drugs and then frame gang members for it, or just frame poor people for it. And they're getting away with it. So you have to go to these crime scenes and grab security footage, and based on a whole bunch of activity that's happened in the last, these are like the hot spots around the city. You have to recreate the scene and figure out what's going to happen when the next deal goes down. And then you have to set a bunch of traps in place, call it in so that they all come in and watch everything kind of unfold. And they were all different missions. Like that's the thing is like mission variety in this game. Like to say that there hasn't been repetition would be wrong. There's so few repetition among the different like side mission styles. And in this case, like some of it you were like one of them, I just had to knock everybody out and steal a car. Another one, I had to take all of the vans that they drove up in and destroy them somehow. So one of them, I hacked and had it drive itself into the bay. Another one, I hacked a forklift that was carrying a propane tank, drove it near it, and then hacked the propane tank so it blew up. Like just...
How the fuck do you hack a propane tank?
Yo, Watch Dogs 2.
Hack Hill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hack our propane tank for grills and really just get some firework going on while we drink great energy drinks.
Oh,
Which
God.
We're gonna remain
To the future.
confidential.
To the future.
I'm bringing a case of Keystone Light. I don't care what you motherfuckers say, man.
Keep
I never
well,
had
keep the good drinks confidential. I'm gonna revel them later.
Sorry, well, I already said one.
Debatable. at the most.
But
Look, Keystone is one of the best people ever. Is it Key Smooth or Keystone?
Keystone.
It's Keystone,
Yeah,
but very
Keystone,
smooth.
yeah.
You got it. All right, sorry. Now we're all on the same page. Go ahead, Joe.
no, we're not. We're far from the same page.
Speaking of same page, Dota is a great.
Oh god damn it. Yeah, it feels really good to play. Like I kept thinking about it all week.
No, seriously. When you were playing it, when you first got it, like
Yeah.
that first intro mission, I don't know what it was. I think it didn't get you. It didn't seem.
Yeah,
like,
no.
But it got me almost like right away. And then when we did a video, I was always like, all right, well, there's the fuckery, like the GTA fuckery you can do. Like some of
Yeah.
the stuff we did, like you just kept driving that poor woman's van backwards.
That was on them, man.
That was cool. Them, yeah.
Can't be helped.
And then you're terrible driving also. I was like, oh, that's GTA.
Someone must have hacked my car.
Oh yeah.
Um,
No, it's I'm
Yeah,
about
like,
to hop in on that game.
it's so good. I don't know what more to say. I just really, really like that game.
How far do you think you're right now?
Dude, I thought I was there, but I looked through the trophy list and like there's still a bunch of missions that I haven't unlocked. So I don't.
Is it like missions or is it like get 100 kills or
No, like
do
there
100 hacks
were
or
trophies for different side missions that I hadn't unlocked.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Because I figured I was getting close, but I don't know. I feel like I'm probably a good chunk of the way through the main story, but not
Do
necessarily.
some side stuff.
Yeah, but again, like all the side missions still continue to bleed into the main mission.
That's
stuff.
what I really like. Everything feels cohesive, and that's what I think God of War did well, at least.
And there was even stuff like the mission I was doing with the cops, like tied back into a character that I met earlier. Like everything, just even when you forget that it's connected, it's connected.
Aiden's around at some point, right?
Yeah, that was a brief little. It was a nice little nod. Yeah, I don't know. Good game, really good game. I think I'm almost fully upgraded everything, but like I haven't touched any of the marksmanship upgrades. I don't give a fuck about gunplay. Like I hope Watch Dogs 3 doesn't have any of that shit.
Like,
I'd love
it would
to
make
see
sense
that.
if you had like rubber bullets or something more passive.
Like
Yeah.
riot guns. Or
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Like riot
Riot control
shotgun or
shit.
something like that. Yeah.
Bean bags.
But even like the melee attack,
paintball gun.
like when I'm like sneaking up behind dudes and like strangling them, it's just like I don't know about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have the DLC?
No, I just did the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just standard edition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
it
was
was on
curious.
sale on PS.
I was
like,
gonna
last
buy
week or whatever.
they had like the Ultimate Edition or something for like $6 more when it was on sale, and I was gonna do it, but it looked like all you got extra were
These
like
costumes.
fucking
yeah, I
hat.
saw it. Yeah.
That
Yeah, 'cause
definitely.
there's-
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying because I'm on the Steam page, there's the Watch Dogs 2, Watch Dogs 2 Deluxe, and then Watch Dogs 2 Gold. And then the Gold, I think, is what
I think the
comes.
gold does add some story stuff like side missions, but
I think I'm sure the DLC is bundled with that as well.
Yeah.
And I think the Deluxe Edition's like what you said, the extra.
I think it was
Yeah.
like $6 more for just clothes. I
Yeah,
don't give a
Gold
shit.
Edition includes the game, Deluxe Pack, 2 personalization packs, and the Season Pass. So
Yeah.
That's definitely a world I would like to see cross with Splinter Cell. Because like Sam Fisher eventually like goes like rogue and is not with that company anymore, and then like maybe DedSec, like whoever you're playing as is like
Hacks them.
it's pretty much like, I guess Marcus, that's his name.
Yeah.
Marcus
Mhm.
would be like Sam Fisher's Otacon. That would be cool.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I, like-
Too bad Konami fucking doesn't make games anymore.
What?
Huh? No, you said Otacon.
Oh,
it just
I
pissed
got
me off.
it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I think lastly on that, like that whole aesthetic and style of DedSec and their weird like pseudo hacker like everything they do reminds me of a Misfits album cover, but like different, like more cyber y.
I was getting Let It Die vibes from the aesthetic.
Yeah, I get that. Like it's scratching the right part of my body that
Is
makes
that
me
Girl
happy.
sweater, dude. It's that girl
Yeah.
sweater.
Yep.
That's
So I'm
what it
saying,
is.
like, does that part draw you in more than the actual core game, or?
Oh God, no. But it's like if that stuff weren't there, I feel like it would lose a lot of its flavor.
Yeah.
That stuff being there is like, fuck yeah, like if they had done, I can't think of
little
another.
Sunset Overdrive feel, kind of too, with the design.
See, Sunset Overdrive went the other way for me. Like it went
Yeah.
too far into the like.
Punk.
Yeah. Like I don't know.
Yeah, because with that one, it just kind of just looked more like, hey, here's a mask over this. While
Yeah.
with Watch Dogs 2, it's more like it's more intertwined and sewn in, and to where like it actually makes sense.
Yeah. It's It's a really good fucking game, man. I love it.
Will there be a Watch Dogs 3?
There better be.
Are you getting vibes from it so far in your playthrough? Because I'm just looking up Watch Dogs 3 real quick, and all I'm seeing is Watch Dogs PS3.
Not necessarily, but
Yeah, that's where DeadSec develops the animus.
yeah.
That all makes sense.
That's
Do some
totally-
ghost.
yeah.
Oh my god, the opposite end of what you just said about how Splinter Cell and DeadSec team up. What if Ghost Recon Wildlands? There was a mission to take out a DeadSec like fucking thing.
Well, Splinter Cell's in that.
Dude, the
Sam Fisher.
Ubisoft expanded universe. Do it.
What's that Smash Brothers game look like?
Say, I mean,
Just Tom
Ubisoft
Clancy
Smash
and
Bros. game?
Rayman.
Third party
Yeah.
open world. Let's
Cheeseburger the Bear. From
What
Far Cry
what if
5.
we like put all the characters in an arena or some kind of big fucking open world map and we like labeled it like a, I don't know, like Battle Royale comes to my head.
PlayStation
Yeah.
All Stars Battle Royale.
Oh no, but not. That's like fighting style. I'm talking like third person. You run around with, like all the different guns and like you eliminate one another until there's one person left.
I don't think that would ever work, Matt. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the
Rainbow
tough. That'd be a
Six?
tough fucking.
That's the one. I played one other thing this week that is a weird game to play in 2018. It's called Marathon, and it's
You did
man,
it.
I did it. So you can download those games for free from
Yeah, I guess they're considered abandonware now.
yeah.
So
But they're done through this, so it's the Alpha 1 project. And that engine, they've like remastered those games, so the art looks a lot better than it did back then, which is a little unsettling because you're playing a game that feels like Doom, but it doesn't look at all like Doom.
Mm-hmm.
But it,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
It's like a Bungie version of Doom, basically.
yeah, and then like with the super
Pretty
polished
much.
art on top of it. So I was playing it on my MacBook. I mean, that's the only option I have to play it on, but I did it like I had my computer with me on the couch and I was just watching shit. Dogs were sitting next to me and I was like, oh right, I installed Marathon. Let me do that. So I'm playing on trackpad with
Oh, wow.
yeah,
Oh,
I'm
no.
like WASD with trackpad
Uh-oh.
and it's bad.
Yeah.
It's real
Because
rough.
can you look up and down?
So that was the cool thing. This Alpha 1 project, they fully mapped the trackpad so that the trackpad replaces your arrow keys and your
Oh, wow.
creep and all
Yeah.
of that shit, but that is still hard mapped to the keys. So you can still play like you would have back in 90 whatever, but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a game.
Did you play that one?
Briefly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got through most of the first stage. I want to keep going with it just because the story's interesting. Like you're on this abandoned ship and you find terminals a la Halo 3 and it's you can see all the DNA like the trappings of it.
Did you
See,
notice
that-
any symbols?
I mean like the Marathon symbol itself is
Yeah.
like
That was in there since Halo 1, I think.
yeah, and I like went back after I was playing it. I did a quick little bing through the Halo forums and just whatever. And like I'm like, what connections do this have to the Halo? And there, everyone's like, well, Bungie says these are two separate universes, but like, fuck, I still think Destiny's in the Halo universe.
What about Oni? You think that's in there too?
Oh,
Probably.
boy.
There's
That was a
references to Oni and
PS2
different. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
launch title on PS2,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that art.
It's cool though. Like it's cool seeing that it's odd how close it is to Doom.
Well, I mean, it's in that time era, you know.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean,
like
Wolfenstein's really close to Doom, and
that was the same. You know what I mean? Like that was
but it was on the same time frame.
still.
Supernova's arc was very close to Doom. So
Yeah, you're right.
Dude.
I feel it feels weird, like because it's like now we look at it and like you look at a first person shooter as a first person shooter, and it's of course like it
They're all just copies of Chex Quest. Don't.
yeah, I don't. It's neat. The creatures you're fighting, they're weird Covenant-esque things. Like it's straight up Halo. There's one though, fucking terrifying. I don't know if you remember it from when you guys haven't played it, have you?
I've never played it. No.
There's these
I
dudes.
think I only played the second one.
So
Now I'm thinking about it.
they're like I don't know. They're wearing like a big cloak.
I
kinda
would say, I know
thing,
you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
and they kind of float through the air.
Oh,
And when you start shooting them, they go static like TV.
I don't like floaters.
But they just charge at you. They don't charge like there's no animation. There's nothing scary about them. They're just stoic and silent and moving forward.
That's
and
what makes it
it's
creepy.
horrifying.
Like
I was
Silent Hill 4,
legitimately like,
those floating
Yeah.
bodies when they come out of the walls. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, get away.
it's bad. It's spooky, but it's good. I'm gonna keep poking at that this week. I think.
You try a game called Prey.
Yeah, I could do that.
It's like $20 at Toys R Us, man.
Were there,
It is.
Speaking of things chasing
Or what
you,
if
That's
like,
like 4 amiibo.
or what if like it just magically fell in your lap for free? You know?
that too. Speaking of things chasing you in that, was there any moments in that game where you had to like answer math questions?
No,
Okay.
I didn't have that.
Okay, I was just curious.
All right. I still didn't play that either. I forgot to download it on itch.
I could just hear a yardstick and it's like haunting me.
Yeah, we'll wait to talk about it then, because like I said, once you talk about it, it's just spoiler.
I've seen it. I will never play it in a
Yeah.
lifetime. I will never play it, but I've seen.
Oh, boy.
I know what it is.
Oh boy.
Frog Fractions 3, yo. All right, we're going to take a break, and we got a lot of news to unpack here. Star Fox? You know?
You say news or nudes? I still hear nudes.
You hear what you want. We'll be back in a
All
minute
right.
to talk about Star Fox and the rest. News.
Nudes.
Like the
Show me the energy
Yeah.
drink.
We got some stuff this week. We're gonna chat. We're gonna start with the actual confirmed stories first,
Yeah.
and then we'll jump into some of these
Other
leaks.
stories.
Yes.
speculative.
Right off the beginning of the week, Cliff Bleszinski tweeted out a statement that Boss Key Productions is effectively no more.
Yep.
Yeah, the day after I said on air, I like where Radical Heist is going.
Yeah.
Thanks. man.
Nowhere.
Yep, into the ground, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. He then followed it up with lots of like weird pictures and
Concept
art of
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
that like they were gonna make or was tossed around, and yeah, it's a bummer because Radical Heights did look like it was.
I thought it was
Definitely-
actually going
I was
somewhere.
gonna say it was
Yeah.
definitely rough, but that's because it was where it was at and not a done game.
But it sucks because you can tell, like, a lot of this shit was obviously going behind the scenes. Like, they kind of knew Boss Key was going downhill, so this was like their fire hydrant, or not fire, like pull the fire alarm moment. Like, just
Yeah.
get something out there, try to get something out of it, and I guess it just didn't do enough.
Yeah, it sucks.
Apparently, someone was doing like a brief AMA, like one of the developers was doing a brief AMA on Twitter, and mid-tweet, that's when, like, he didn't even know, because someone was like, when are the female skins coming? And then he's like, well, just found out I don't have a job, so no more. So I guess a lot of workers didn't even know.
I
that
think
was
he
gonna
said
happen.
something where like maybe at that time there was going to be like some type of meeting with everyone, like, hey, blah blah blah, this is happening,
Mhm.
and then announce it later.
Mm.
Apparently that's what Cliff said on his Twitter or something like that.
Well, I can read a statement if you want.
Yeah.
You want me
That
to?
would be more accurate.
It's not long. As of today, Boss Key Productions is effectively no more. 4 years ago, I set out to make a world-class video game studio, and I hired some of the best talent in the video game industry. They worked tirelessly to produce quality products, and while we had our ups and downs, I like to think we had fun doing it. Lawbreakers was a great game that unfortunately failed to gain traction, and in a last-ditch attempt, we scrambled to do our take on the huge battle royale genre with Radical Heights, which was well received. However, it was too late. As for myself, I'm going to take some time off to reflect. I need to focus on myself as well as family, and with my Aussie Teddy, who is slowly fading us. Video games will forever be a part of who I am, and I hope to make something new again someday. However, I need to withdraw and take this time. To those of you who have supported myself and to the studio for the last years, thank you from the bottom of my heart and everyone who came to work with me. Please note that the servers for Radical Heights will remain up for the near future.
Yeah. There was a tweet that was deleted about, as I remember seeing it before it got deleted, where it was just like, yeah, way to be like, it was some like apparently some like clickbait site was just like, yeah, just dropping a bomb without any warning to its employees, and he was like, not true. I called a meeting and delivered the news.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
On the other side of things, a game that is coming out, Mario Tennis Ace has a pre-launch online tournament from June 1st through June 3rd. We knew that was coming, but there it is. And I feel like that's the pre-launch tournament, but is there not also
There's a demo coming Friday.
Yeah.
I think. It's this week. I think it's Friday.
Yeah.
Cool. Did you see the story trailer?
Yeah.
The story doesn't want to play tennis.
There's so many
But dude,
there's so many Infinity War memes about it. Because Luigi finds the Infinity Racket and then calls it on his game.
yeah, I'm excited for that. May 25th is the date for the, what's it called? Demo.
Damn, that's like soon.
It's Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, no, oh my god, I can't. So far, this game has been everything I want in a Mario Tennis game, so I'm very excited.
I like the direction it's going in.
Got a new Super Hot game coming.
Super hot.
Yes!
Super Hot JP, working title. But they are making another Super Hot game with distinctive Japanese flavor.
Great.
Whatever that means.
I took it more as like
I thought it was a Japanese port. Like
No, they're making a new game.
But it's like with a game with not much language involved. This is weird.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, no, they're going in, they're remaking some models. It's in the same universe, it's not in the exact sequel, and they're adding in new weapons in the feudal.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious about the story quote.
Yeah, the story is really good in that game. So
I don't know how similar it is to the VR version, but I think they're kind of similar.
Yeah, I know. Me and you kind of talked before on air about like some of the differences, but yeah. No, I'm very excited to see another Super Hot game.
Yeah, definitely.
You think we'll ever see another Steam game? Sorry, Valve game?
fuck, not a good one.
Well, published by Valve, yes.
No, you have to say developed by Valve.
Well, yes, Artifact.
Right. Valve updated.
Yep. Trust me, I know about
I
Artifact.
forgot.
Valve updated its website this week. Looking for jobs.
Well, they had that top secret
Yeah.
team too that people were speculating.
Well, they're making a Half-Life 5.
What's their
Like,
slogan?
3,
Like,
4.
We make games or something.
We make games, Steam, and hardware. Join us.
Well, hardware is kind of half true now too.
Yeah.
Oh no, the Steam Link. Sorry.
Right? Yeah. You got
Well, plus Vive.
Steam Link that's gonna turn into an app on your Apple TV. So who gives a shit?
Well, we have the
Dude, that Steam
controller.
Oh Christ.
Speaking of hardware,
Draw the Viking arrow.
yeah, get ready. Pull your bows back, boys. Sony has announced the end of production of physical Vita games.
To be fair, if like 3 months ago it would be like, hey, you know that Sony wasn't making physical games for it anymore, I'm like,
Had no
I
idea.
believe that.
Yeah. Oddly enough, they're going to still continue to manufacture Vita carts in Japan. And the digital store seems like it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Japan is like the lifeblood of the Vita. Like
Yeah.
they still they get the exclusive colors for the system. They still care about it.
Well, I assume it's doing a lot better over there too.
Definitely.
But honestly, though, like if
is,
Yeah.
like I fired up my Vita this week in lieu of this. Like I it was funny because I opened my Vita, or I turned it on and I was digging through the store and like I downloaded Killzone for some reason.
What, you bought Killzone?
No, I had it already and I just re-downloaded it and didn't actually play it. But
Right.
No
I
doubt.
don't fucking know, man. I can't explain these things. And then I was like, man, it's weird that Vita's still alive. And then like seconds later, as I was waiting on something to download, I opened up the internet and this popped.
It's not dead though yet.
But there's nothing. When was the last time you played your Vita? Besides me doing that, I don't remember the last time I played my Vita, and like I don't know that I want to. Like I don't know.
Beating on buying my brother's for like $60.
I mean, dude, yeah. If you can get one, you haven't played a lot of those games. It's
I
fucking
haven't
dope.
played any Vita games.
There's good shit.
I'm just more concerned about the PlayStation Store, download some of them OG PS1 games.
That like if I wish Sony would have given more of a shit about that game. I mean about that system.
Can't really blame them though. I mean, first of all, you have cell phones and tablets.
Yeah, but the Switch
and then the 3DS.
is.
There's no room for that here in the U.S.
It could have been, and it was like that was my indie machine forever, and then it just, done.
Sucks though. It's well built too.
I know.
It's a cool little thing.
Yeah.
Rip. V to go. Here comes.
Here's what's not coming. Shenmue III. As been predicted, Shenmue III delayed until 2019.
So that was a very awkward email.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not awkward. Everybody knew. The thing is, like,
I'm sorry.
it's been so long now. Like, I don't think anybody even really cared.
I think we all knew before they knew.
At some
that it was
point,
delayed.
you ask yourself, what's the definition of insanity? And you have that.
Yep.
You have that Far Cry 3 moment where an antagonist, I forget his name.
Voss.
That's it, Voss. Says a little definition and makes you think a little bit, like, huh?
Like the water? Is that?
VAAS, I think it is.
And honestly, at this rate, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it got pushed to like early 2020.
All right, we're not doing 2019
I'm just saying.
predictions
I'm
yet.
not pointing it out there.
That's not until the first podcast
Write
in
down,
January.
Write down this
but,
episode number 2. Write down this episode number. Yeah.
Well, I think you said it back during the 2018 predictions.
Yeah.
That even
Now
next
it's
year.
gonna-
we're gonna
Yeah.
say-
Now it's
Yeah.
going to compete with Final Fantasy.
Oh boy.
Which
Oh, boy.
one? 16 or 15?
I forgot about this,
7.
but you pointing out in our
that's
Slack
right.
chat, Ben, that this originally was meant to be out in 2017.
Yeah, I went because my memory has gone straight to hell.
That's all that
Curse,
Coors
like your
Light.
PC.
Oh, Q's that. But
It's all
why
that
I guess.
Keystone.
So
No,
smooth, though.
so like every now and then I'll go log into my Kickstarter account just to see like I can't remember if I picked the PS4 or the PC version.
Yeah.
But I don't. Every time I check, it's like, oh, you don't get to select that yet. You just
Right,
select
yeah.
how much you put in.
Doesn't matter because game won't never come out.
But the thing is, like, I guess they didn't refresh it or update it because the listings for each tier are still to the original date.
Oh, that'll
that's-
always be the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
it says estimated release end of 2017. I'm like, let me do a little time travel.
Ugh.
Dude, there's a portion like Sony's press conference this year. Well, I know they're not doing the press conference, but they could make it eerily similar to that E3 from
The
a
announcement.
few years ago when they could do Final Fantasy VII and they could do Shenmue again.
I wouldn't be.
There's
Yeah,
all
I
kinds
wouldn't
of
be
stuff.
surprised if they showed at least clips.
The Last
of,
Guardian
like, their
did come
highlights.
out though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, we got that.
Good for them.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did like clips during like the bullshit when they're wrapping up. And they're like, let's do a little recap.
Yeah.
Where we're getting this year from
Sizzle
Sony,
reel,
you know?
that's what they
Yeah,
call
so, yeah.
those.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they had like a little Shenmue 3 part.
Oh,
in
there's
that.
Shenmue's face. Oh, and it's going that fast.
I don't
It's
think
gone to
he-
November, as they
Oh,
say.
they
I don't think he blinked.
2019 November.
Ugh. Couple Switch stories here.
You mean 2020 November?
2020 November.
The Nintendo Switch makes up for 7% of Ubisoft's yearly revenue, which I think is an interesting.
Is that good or bad?
I think it's good.
I feel like it's
Yeah.
good though, at least for the
Because-
Switch.
I'd like to
There was
see.
there was only one big Ubisoft title on the Switch, and it was Kingdom
Yeah,
Battle.
Mario and Rabbids.
And think of all the revenue streams they're getting from Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, Watch Dogs, I guess. That they still are getting revenue from Watch Dogs. Like, all those don't touch the Switch.
Oh, they also had that Rayman Legends port, right? Or
Mhm.
Origin?
But, I
Legends?
mean, like-
Legends.
I mean, that's a port. I mean, I know Super Smash Bros. Is going to be a port, but, like, that's a port on the console. And, Kingdom Battle was new. And Ubisoft really hasn't done anything, like,
Yeah.
big and new besides that.
I think it's pretty dope.
I think it's gonna open a lot of doors for them with Nintendo. I mean, they're already like good friends, it seems. So
I'd be curious to see how this number compares to Wii U previously, because Wii U is pretty heavy on Ubisoft support as well. But I'm also curious to see how this number grows in the next year and so on.
yeah, something to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Speaking of Wii U, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. Sales outsold the Wii U version in just 2 weeks.
Not shocked.
In Japan. I don't know if it's
Japan.
been updated to. Yeah.
Everyone wants to have Funky Kong, you know?
Either way, the reason, I mean, this one is really no surprise at this point because of there's a story like this every time Nintendo re-releases a game.
Super Smash Brothers.
Right, the port of Super Smash Bros. Coming up. No, but I think the bigger question I have is, what game do you expect? Maybe expect or hope will be ported next.
Super
Besides,
Smash Brothers.
Fuck.
Besides, Super Smash Brothers.
Wonderful 101. I would like to see that.
That's got to be
Get
happening,
revived.
right?
I feel like something about
Wasn't
it is.
there a
'cause that
lot
one
of
image-
teases before
Yeah.
a direct?
That's got to be at E3, right? 101 or 102 or whatever they.
I see
end
a
up
little
doing.
reveal trailer for that.
Yeah.
Maybe until another WarioWare comes out, but Game & Wario.
Do we want that one?
It's. I mean, is it really that much different from?
That's one
WarioWare,
WarioWare game. That's
It
all I
just
really
didn't
want.
have all the.
I mean, I never get that 3DS one or 2DS one, depending on what
it's
console you have.
I didn't play it.
It's something.
I know.
How about any Metroid? Like,
Well-
even though it's not technically Wii U, but just any like
I
the Metroid
really hope
trilogy.
the trilogy.
Nintendo Land.
Yes.
I would actually wouldn't mind an upgrade to that. And
I
add
know.
Some more
I mean, if
stuff
we're
to it.
going before the Wii U, I would love to see Beautiful Joe come back.
Yes.
I never got to play it because I never owned GameCube, but
Oh,
that's
man.
always a game I
the first
was
two,
always
because the third one's
interested.
just a party fighting game.
Oh.
But the first two are good.
No, but I mean specifically though, thinking about like the Wii U games that we loved that never got a chance for the wider audience.
Yeah.
I guess Mario Maker.
I was just
Oh
That's
yeah,
the-
Mario
'cause it-
Maker's a given.
I'm trying to think of the only games I own on Wii U, and
Yeah,
it's
like, it's
Mario
all-
Maker and a Virtual Console game. We all know the Virtual Console's not coming back, so it's
well, yes,
The
you
Mario
think,
Maker.
you know,
I
in
mean,
our
like,
hearts.
Yeah, I mean, they brought it on the 3DS as well, so
Yeah. There has to be a Mario Maker this year.
there has to be a Zelda Maker.
Or just
They have the assets.
Does it have to be like? Are you talking about reveal or like this year? Like comes out?
dude, if they put one out this year, I mean,
I don't think. Dude, you gotta throw some shit in 2019 besides Metroid.
fucking Mario Odyssey 2.
Okay, yeah, let's just turn out a whole new Odyssey game in in less
have
than
they
2
ever
years.
done an actual sequel to a Mario besides Galaxy?
Galaxy.
New Super Mario Brothers.
Okay, well, the ones that are more open world, like free, not course clear.
Remember Mario 256?
Whoops, I do.
Yeah.
Mario GeForce 1080.
You mean Mario 256 was Mario Royale?
That was on the Dreamcast, I think.
It was Battle Royale.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. How'd they do a Battle Royale too?
God damn it.
What are your hats? Drop it.
So there's a cool thing that happened this week from Microsoft. It created an Xbox controller that can be used on PC as well, but it's the new Xbox Adaptive Controller, and it's designed to be accessible for everyone. Did you guys look at this thing?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's really fucking cool.
It is rad as
Yeah.
fuck. So they've got these big ass. It almost looks like an oversized NES controller.
It honestly looks like. It honestly
DJ
kind of looks
Hero
like the
2.
DJ Hero
Yeah,
for real.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the two big buttons are. I already forgot what they are. Yeah, A and B. Thank you. Eyes. So that someone who doesn't have full mobility of their fingers can still interact with a button. But along the back of it, there are little 3.5mm jacks for every single possible thing, every button or switch on an Xbox controller that can be then mapped to someone's wheelchair or a button peripheral or whatever.
The mouth, like the blow.
The sip and
thing.
puff,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what it's called. Yeah.
It's so you can customize it to practically do anything you want. It's insane.
It's wild.
And
Yeah.
like, and I think it's fair to say, like, obviously, like, none of us have to experience any of this, but from what I've heard and seen and stuff, that this is pretty affordable.
It's $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
No,
that
no,
kind of
this-
stuff. Yeah.
This stuff is insane.
Mhm.
The sip puff stuff is hundreds of dollars.
Yeah.
Any of the switches that you use, like there's wheelchair switches that you can use your mouth to control, and that stuff's like I mean, this stuff is all over the place. Like there's anywhere from a couple $100 for one of these Switches up to like thousands of dollars for something that, can go in depth.
It makes you think that, like, how come first party hasn't been doing this?
I was just about to bring it up. It's been
Yeah.
let's
Because
say
it seems like a good avenue to have, and people would want to invest in you more probably. Or it's also more affordable because they can manufacture it and make it decent for everyone.
It is weird. This is the first time this is happening.
And the message that Microsoft's been delivering has been the correct message too. Who's the Phil Spencer? He was like,
I saw the tweet.
He's like, hey guys, like if there's anything else we can do, like we're open. Tell us at Microsoft and we'll work with you. Like let's make this.
You're right. Like
real.
I feel like that's always been his message. I've noticed with like E3 stuff too, where he's just always talking like we just want to do what we just want to make you happy.
I'm telling you, man, this year at E3 is good. Like we heard your feedback on backwards compatibility, and we're going to give you PlayStation 1 games. He's going to make it happen.
Only on Xbox and Windows 10, not PlayStation.
Yeah.
You guys remember Bleem?
Dude, I can't wait to play Metal Gear Solid on Xbox One S.
Bleem?
I don't have yet.
Bleem? You don't remember Bleem?
What's Bleem?
Bleem it lasted barely a year. It was for the Dreamcast.
Well, that's why.
And you could play PlayStation games on your Dreamcast.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And you would buy it. You could buy it at like Electronics Boutique.
I really want a Dreamcast.
Yeah, you do.
I kind of mentioned it.
Yeah, you do.
You just sold me on a Dreamcast.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
Let's
you
go
do.
get you one.
Take the little memory card with you.
Take all the VMUs, man.
Yeah, Razor Chow.
Speaking of little memory cards, remember that little NES?
Yeah.
It'll be back in stores in June.
Nice.
Good.
I have the one I want though. I think I said it when
I
the
still need to
NES
get
was
that one.
I still
revealed.
don't know if I want either of them.
I mean, that's fair.
I don't want the mini NES at all. I only want the mini SNES when I'm like 5 or 6 beers deep. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I
there's
could
a game on
definitely
it.
play right
I don't know
now.
if this table has heard of it, but Earthbound. It's kind of a cool RPG, but like it was pretty much worth. I got it as a gift, but it was
Let me
probably
introduce you to
worth
some
$80.
amiibo.
I can.
Yep.
Well, the one doesn't exist in the US, so I don't know who the fuck that blonde hair fucker
Screaming.
is.
Screaming.
Oh, that's Dennis the Menace.
Oh, that makes sense.
Nah, but good though.
What a dope movie.
I'm glad that they're making more of it, and I'm also glad that I'm still. Every fucking time this article pops up, there's a small handful of fucking neckbeards. Why would I buy this? I have a Raspberry Pi. You can always just download the ROMs. It's like you don't fucking get it. You don't fucking get it. You don't get it.
Yeah,
Ben's
but Ben,
face is like turning red right now.
Seriously, like
but Ben.
I especially like the local news articles. They're like they've even covered it.
Yeah, but
I guess
dude.
they're just trying to get clicks.
Dude.
And there's always like the dude
I can
that
just download
frequents.
the ROMs.
I know it's just.
I can just
I don't
download
know
the
why.
ROMs.
I don't know why you guys buy it, but you can just download ROMs, right? I'm just like, oh.
Guys, Super Smash Bros. Could be a port.
Speaking of ports, Black Ops 4 is coming. Yeah, Black Ops 4 fully revealed. Multiplayer only. No single player campaign. According to, remember we heard the rumors a few weeks back that there was reportedly a single player campaign that fell
Just
apart.
did not work out, yeah.
There was an interview with Game Informer, I want to say.
They're still around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
GameStop owns them, so.
They're doing magazines?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
But they interviewed them and they were, or it might have been Eurogamer. Either way, developers were saying like, no, we never set out to make a traditional campaign. It was always meant to be this. So there's a lot in this game. Multiplayer mode, your standard stuff.
Deathmatch.
Deathmatch. Capture flag.
Free for all.
There is a new zombies mode.
Great.
Is it new?
Well, there is a robust zombies mode.
Is it?
And they teased the first glimpse at Blackout, which is Call of Duty's take on Battle Royale.
Which we all know.
Yes. As they quoted, as they stated, you all know what Battle Royale is, so we won't tell you. But here's what ours is. And it seems like they might be, the language they pitched seems to make it seem like they're going to stitch together.
I really like if they do this right. I like what they said.
Yeah.
I can't think of the names of maps, but I can think of iconic parts of different Black Ops maps that were like really cool.
Yeah.
That I would really love. Kind of stitched together. In one big map. Like I'm thinking, like, what if we had a Nuketown right next to another Nuketown?
Nuketown, double down.
And then next to Nuketown, and then next to Black Ops 2's Nuketown 2077, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then, the Black Ops 3 Nuketown. And then, like, maybe a scratched concept art for Black Ops 4's Nuketown. Like, what if we just made
all
like,
the Nuketowns.
1,500 Nuketowns.
All the Nuketowns.
Stitch them all together.
See, here's the problem with that, though. I thought it was really weird. They were talking about maps and, like, what to compare them to, and they used Nuketown as I still think that's weird.
They said, yeah, this map will be 1,500 times the size of Nuketown.
So I just sent you guys a text message, a picture message, someone on the PUBG subreddit. They did a comparison map of how big it's. I guess it's not confirmed, but just a rough estimate of the size comparison between. It does what? It does PUBG, Fortnite, some game called Mavericks Proving Grounds. I guess it's another PUBG type or Battle Royale type game.
It's a Tony Hawk Battle Royale.
Yeah. So the size of what's estimated 2.6 kilometers, whatever squared, for COD Blackout, it's about the size of one of the, like when you're playing PUBG, the main map, and you press the map button, and then it's split into a grid.
Yeah.
This COD Blackout map is probably one of the square grids.
So it's still smaller than PUBG.
It's extremely it's like
It's
I said,
extremely small in a budget.
I don't know if you just saw the picture message I sent
Yeah,
you
yeah,
guys,
yeah,
but
It's
it's
smaller than
really
Fortnite
small.
too, which is
Huh.
But
So it's just a normal Call of Duty map. Is what we're.
And the other thing,
it's
the other
a
thing to
Battlefield
point out
map.
is that this one you'll be able to use vehicles from land, sea, and air. Everyone
Which Call of Duty has never
simultaneously.
done.
yeah.
This has me intrigued. I don't know.
Air support.
And weren't they
even
pitching?
further.
So I didn't watch the reveal at all, but
I didn't. I just saw
kind
the
of
highlights.
they're kind of pitching the destructible landscape as well,
Something.
which
That's taking a note from someone.
Rainbow Six
Battlefield.
Yeah.
and Battlefield, but everyone's kind of comparing what they were kind of revealing to Rainbow Six a lot. So
We're gonna see it at E3, so there's no point in trying to see anything now.
yeah, I kind of hope not, because that would
You
mean it's
will.
on Sony's stage. But that's right, Sony's not doing a tradition. I don't know. They gotta make room for Bloodborne too somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I think Sony is doing a traditional press conference. That story got wild, but they're still doing everything normal.
I don't know, but whatever they did to temper expectations worked, because I don't expect much anymore.
Yep.
And if that's what it takes to get Year of Dreams Part 3, that we kind of got it last year, but not really.
I just wasn't sure if they had anything new to show. Because from what I'm not know if that article was confirmed or whatever, of like, hey, we're just only going to be showing these games you already heard of.
They said Death Stranding, though.
I think
so, like, I'm
mean,
already
yeah.
really curious.
so. What Sean Layden said in regards to the Sony press conferences, in a rare break from tradition, we wanted to give you an early glimpse at what to expect heading into the showcase. And then they specifically said we're going in full force to give you an exclusive look at Death Stranding, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, and The Last of Us Part 2. Of course, we'll have stellar announcements from third-party publishers and independent developers.
Bloodborne 2.
Right. But he doesn't necessarily say... I think they're still doing a press conference. It's just... I think they're getting out ahead of it, like, look, there's not going to be fucking...
I mean, isn't this kind of... This around the same time frame, or maybe it was like a week before, when Sean Layden came out and said, hey, we're not talking about PS4 Pro this press conference. You'll hear more about it later. Remember the year? It was 2 years ago when Project
Vaguely.
Scorpio was revealed. Not Sean Layden. It was Andrew House. Andrew House came out and said, hey, no PS4 Pro. And then that's when we had Days Gone twice. And I was like, I wonder if they cut something from the last segment of this conference.
Yeah.
Gross.
I just don't think Spider-Man needs to be there.
No.
I'll
But-
agree.
It comes out this year. What more do you
I agree.
How much more do you need to advertise?
What? Maybe just one big like story trailer and then
Well,
go.
I know last year they had some technical difficulties with their demo, so maybe they get in front of that again. I don't
It
know.
didn't look that like. I mean, I
Well,
haven't seen
no,
it
like we
since.
missed a whole. Like there was meant to be a lot more in that
Oh, okay.
demo last year that got cut.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into the big one. Right? Were there more than one big one this week?
I don't even know.
I don't remember. Let's talk about Star Fox. I feel like there was another one other than Star Fox. Wasn't there another big rumor this week?
Walmart was last week, right? We already talked about Walmart, right?
I mean, if you
Oh yeah,
wanna-
Rage came out, all that shit.
there's the whole Pokemon thing.
Right, the Pokemon one. That's the one I'm
Yeah.
thinking of. Let's.
All right,
Show me the card
Rage.
facts, Joe.
Rage looks.
right.
It can be good. Moving on.
Rage could
Yeah.
be good. We'll find out. I am curious to see how much involvement id has with that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Pokemon for Switch potentially leaked. I don't like this. This smells weird. This tastes weird, but I also kind of like it. Maybe. Who the fuck knows? Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, 2 trademarks that were filed. Websites registered by the same registration company that files trademarks for Nintendo. The screenshot in question was the one of the Lapras from a few months back.
Very blurry.
Very blurry, with the trainer on a Lapras and an Eevee upon the trainer's head.
I hope that's a prototype.
Yeah.
Or a mod of some kind from a 3DS game.
The rumor is that these are remakes of Pokemon Yellow, reimagining the Kanto region, the whole idea behind Pokemon Yellow, and then introducing catching mechanics from Go, Pokemon Go. Now, what that means to me might be different than what it sounds like on paper. When they say the catching mechanics of Go, I don't necessarily think, all right, I'm going to drag my finger across the screen.
Well,
I think you will look around the world and see what's around you instead of the random encounters that we're used to in Pokemon.
so you have
They-
to like use the gyro.
I don't know. No, just think like, fucking think Earthbound. You're wandering through. You know that you're going to get into a fight because it's walking right towards you.
Or they could mean it's also maybe just an option.
Maybe.
But they specifically did not mention the battle part.
Yes.
So we don't know what that's going to be like yet either.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, it's I'm very skeptical on that one.
Yeah.
I still think that Pokemon game is this year.
Yeah.
I can
And that's
see
the
that. I
and
can
that's
see
the
that.
big late fall, early winter.
Yeah,
release.
I can see that coming out this
Yeah,
year.
'cause
They've had
need
time.
one. Yeah.
Because Smash will be what? When's the online going live?
September.
So September or early October, and then the late November, right before Black Friday game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pokemon's usually in November, so that makes sense. All right. Let's talk about the Star Fox game. This popped up. Started circling Reddit and 4chan, but then other outlets started picking it up that have sources. And once our Lord and Savior Jason Schreier dropped the hotlines, you can kind of commit this to fact, or at least that stuff is happening. So Retro, you know them from the Metroid Prime trilogy, from Donkey Kong.
Tropical Freeze.
Thank you. And Donkey Kong Country Returns are apparently working on Star Fox Grand Prix, which is potentially a working title. But think Diddy Kong Racing meets Star Fox, a racing game with an adventure mode.
But it's not really
Set-
cars. It's
No,
like
it's-
flying.
Right.
So like Grand Prix is a misleading
Right.
thing.
Um,
I mean, I guess if Kirby can do it.
Yeah, and so here's my take on it. I think this is good. When the Pokemon shit came out, I was like, I don't want this. I don't like it. Smells weird, tastes weird. This came out, I had the same reaction, and I'm really happy that this came out so early in the week, and it gave us the week to kind of sit on it and let me think about it, because I feel good about it. Because to be honest, I haven't felt good about a Star Fox game ever, like since 64 maybe. And even revisiting 64 when it came out on 3DS, I was like, oh yeah, all right, cool.
I like Assault on GameCube.
Yeah, that was different, right? But like even that was a good experiment and a departure from
Yeah,
what we'd expect.
That was Namco, I think.
And Star Fox Zero, right? So like, do we need another company or another internal Nintendo team to try that again and it be? Because that was your biggest complaint with Zero was like
It didn't
Why?
need to be rebooted.
Why are we doing this? Why do we keep doing this? Just make a new.
Just continue.
So if they're doing something a little bit different, I don't. When they said Diddy Kong Racing, to me that doesn't necessarily mean Diddy Kong Racing was more than just a kart racer.
Yeah, like it had racing, but it also had like exploration and a little bit of adventure to it.
And that's what I'm kind of expecting out of this. I think the one really, really dope thing about this of all is that the rumors that this game looks really good. Like it pushes visual fidelity to the extreme.
I hope Fox's look has changed from the Zero was okay. I liked his look in Zero.
He did,
it's
but
before that I didn't like. He's all simplistic and pointy.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah.
I mean, it is retro. I feel like they have a good thing behind them, but like we could be having this talk way back in like early 2000 about Metroid, where it's like a first-person Metroid. What the fuck? Like,
right?
Why would anybody want that? And then here it is.
I don't want this at all.
Neither do I.
I don't want anything to fucking do with this.
I don't even think I'm mad at it. I don't maybe necessarily mind.
I want to see it first.
I don't necessarily mind the IP, like the thought of Star Fox as like a Diddy Kong racer or anything like that. It's that Retro is making or rumored to make this game, and it reminds me of all the things that are like, oh, Naughty Dog should go back and make Crash Bandicoot game. I was like, well, no, they don't need to because they make games like The Last of Us now. So, maybe a sister studio can make another Crash Bandicoot game or something like that.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to ask you guys to close your eyes and picture May 2017. Just in the weeks leading into E3, we saw some titles coming out and we heard rumors about a game called Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And we all went, fuck you! And then E3 came and it was our game of the show.
Well, I still say fuck you. But no. I don't know. I just don't want a fucking Star Fox. If it's a
I don't want
game,
Mario fucking around with Rabbids.
I'm going to beat that game for E3, just to make a point.
I don't want a racing game. How about that? I don't want a racing game. I want a
hold
Star Fox
on,
game.
Hold on. What if it starts as a race, and then shit happens, and then it turns into a Star Fox game?
Yo,
Battle
what if
Royale.
100 Star Foxes drop into a Peppy?
While you were talking about that, I was legit going on Amazon and GameStop.com to see how much Star Fox Zero costs. $10 per unit. Can't beat it.
I'd rather play
Not bad.
any game from Retro than Star Fox Zero.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, I mean, it's retro.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
It's retro, and retro hasn't made a game since 2013. So whatever the fuck they've been up to, I don't know.
They've done Metroid, they've done Donkey Kong. Let's see how they do with Star Fox.
I mean, look at both of the like.
it's the third Nintendo IP to have a racing game. Well, fourth, I guess. We have Mario, you have Kirby, you have Diddy Kong, now you have Star Fox.
And
We're
F-Zero.
getting closer to
Yeah,
an
and
All-Star
F-Zero.
Racer thing.
I know.
Or just Mario Kart with more people.
It does kind of muddy up the brand a little bit. Like, what is? Who the? I don't know what
Just
anything.
get rid of
is
the Mario
anymore.
brand and just make
Yeah.
it all
Nintendo.
Nintendo Kart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this though. I'm genuinely curious to see what
I'm cautiously
the hell.
optimistic.
Yeah.
I'm cautiously pessimistic.
But I'm
Or I'd
also
say
curious
pessimistic.
onto why they don't want to do Metroid. Like, how come they're not doing Metroid 4?
A lot of the folks that worked on Metroid left. Not that there's still plenty of people who worked on Metroid that are there, but I like it, man.
I mean, obviously this is a
Because that's another thing.
rumor, even though it's from Schreier, and we haven't seen anything
there's a
from
lot
it
of
yet. Like,
sources on this.
Yeah.
well, all right, even if it is confirmed, we haven't seen anything yet. There's not even screen. I mean, technically, we've seen more of Metroid Prime 4 than this game at the moment.
It's true.
Which is
So-
another thing to be cautious about.
You know what though? That's the one thing that makes this news okay.
What?
Is the fact that we did see that Metroid Prime 4 logo. If we hadn't seen that logo last year and this shit slipped out now, I'd be screaming. We'd all be screaming. Like, what? Where's Metroid? And we're like, all right.
Well, I would have said, well, you got Samus Return.
Yeah, from a Spanish developer that was not at all related to retro. Yeah. Anyway, fucking E3. It can't come quickly enough.
Couple weeks.
Real quick, because there's been a lot of leaks these past 2 weeks. Building up to, I want a little pulse check. I'm gonna ask this question every week until E3. What conference are you looking forward to right at the moment?
Microsoft.
I am always Nintendo.
Hold on, wait. So, Mark, Nintendo, what'd you say?
Sony.
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Really?
Microsoft
Yeah.
for me.
Nintendo's the only reason why I even get
Nintendo
interested.
is the one for me where I'm always like, I just turn into an asshole child. Not asshole. That's the wrong word. I just like Nintendo. I'm already grinning thinking about what that's going to be because it's always going to be. Nintendo will never disappoint and whatever. Okay, that's okay. Yes, I know. Your face is reminding me.
There was 1 year.
I know.
Calm down.
When they delayed Breath of the Wild
I know.
again.
I'm
And
still waiting for the.
To be fair,
the
there's-
but I get what you're saying.
Like Nintendo for me, it's not a known quantity because you're always going to be surprised with whatever it is. But I just always feel so good. Microsoft is just like they've just been dragged through the fucking mud for years now, and it's time. And with Phil Spencer being in the position he's been in for like this is the year where it seems like all the bets they started to make when he took over are going to start to cash out. I think the big integration with their Play Anywhere and Game Pass and Windows 10 and all that shit is something's got to give.
There is one thing they can say which will make me leap off that. I'm assuming we're watching on this couch right here. I
Yeah.
will leap off that couch and maybe run home to my PC and hit click pre-order, and that would be the Halo Master Chief
There he
collection.
is.
Yeah.
As
There
soon
he
as they do that,
There he is.
they may win E3 for me.
You know,
Yeah.
for me, even though like I said Nintendo, I feel like that's just a shoe-in answer for me. Like
But-
regardless, but outside of that though, it was if I had to choose between Microsoft and Sony, it's definitely Microsoft.
Because it sure
Really?
as hell ain't the fucking
Yeah.
PC gaming show.
I mean, only,
I'm excited now that I got one.
actually,
you know?
sorry, I mean
Don't.
by Microsoft,
Don't.
I mean,
I shouldn't have bullshit.
I mean Devolver.
Right.
That's
yeah.
the one.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the
looking forward to
lover.
most.
You know,
That's gonna
I-
be fun.
I am genuinely excited for Bethesda though.
I am.
Me
Um,
too.
I am too.
I'm looking for a dope piece of Prey DLC. I didn't put it
Oh,
into
right.
the news.
Yeah.
You know,
But there's a really cool ARG going on right now involving Apollo 10 and the moon, and there's been Arcane, their main the director of the game has been tweeting or Instagramming these really ominous pictures and shit. It's gonna be good. I really want a good
Like-
Prey DLC.
like I am excited for Microsoft. The only reason why I feel the thing about Sony is that I like the feeling that I have towards it right now, even though it's not the greatest feeling, because I want to be surprised.
yeah.
So I want them to actually like blow my mind this year in some way. Because I mean, I'm also at the point where I don't know what to expect anymore. You know.
Nobody knows.
So like, so yeah, like it's like. I just like the overall Microsoft's like feeling of things right now and the direction they're going in. So I like to
Yeah.
see that. get
This
expanded
honestly, they just
upon.
need a game.
Yeah, that's true.
They
They
just
definitely
need
need
a piece of
exclusives.
software. That's all they need.
Oh, I forgot. They announced a new game this
Who?
week. Microsoft. Halo. What is it called?
Is that a thing? I thought I was dreaming. Like I was in the
No, it's
haze when
real.
I was reading that.
What is that called,
I missed
Mark?
this. Wait, what?
There's a new Halo game.
Did I miss it?
No, you told me. Fire Team Raven. Coming to a Dave and Buster's near you.
Oh yeah, that's
fuck.
right.
Yeah.
What is it? It's like a
It's just a rail
Light gun?
shooter.
It's a rail shooter, but it's from the people that make all those big ass games. Like
Dude.
they made the Jurassic Park game and they made
I'm just
the
saying, like Dave and Buster's has good licensed arcade games.
look at this shit though. Like it's a 4-player co-op.
I mean, honestly,
Halo
me and
experience.
Victoria every once in a while will go into Dave and Buster's, have a couple drinks, and play some drop $20 on a card.
Dude,
Dude.
their games are fine. Like,
When
I don't have
Injustice,
a problem.
Injustice sucks. Don't play Injustice.
I mean, dude,
Well,
when this comes out, we are going. Even
I'm
if just
down.
you and me for our birthdays, but
No,
we
I'm
are-
down. We should all do a free cheese.
Because they have Mario
cheese
Kart
trip.
Yeah, Mario-
arcade. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
And
I played it. It's
Pac-Man's in it.
fun.
I haven't
'Cause it's
played it
Namco.
because it was broken when I was there.
They've had
All right.
Mario Kart for
All
a
right.
couple years now.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
That's
birthdays.
good.
I
And
didn't
there's
know
the
this
one.
in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Stop going to Crab
Can we
Town.
go today?
Kind of nail in the coffin right there.
I
And
do
then
like-
there's
I do
one
like
like
Crab Town.
closer
We beat
Final
to
Fight.
this area.
There's
It's
one
not
in
that
White
hard
Marsh.
to stop in. Yeah, exactly.
All right,
I think I still have credits on a card.
probably.
That has minions on it.
Speaking of minions, we're getting out of here. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Next week we got our big 250. Can you believe it? Can you believe it?
That's a lot.
We got some stuff up on the site. Earlier this week, we dropped. We did end up getting a Castlevania video out there.
We did.
We also had our first round 1 of the Cell from Hell. You can take a look at that wrestling nightmare and see the things that Matt dreamt up when
It's
he was
interesting.
a boy.
I watched it.
Did you also close your eyes? Or did
It's
you just watch
interesting.
what
I'll
it
just
said?
leave it at that.
Yeah. We had a look at Wizard of Legend go up to later today. Our Watch Dogs 2 video hits. And then Matt and I got some Super Mega Baseball 2 dropping
Oh, yeah.
end of the week this week. So yeah, we should probably have some more Castlevania this week and stuff. We're back on a more regular video
I
recording.
hate that game, but I love that game. That
Super Mega
Castlevania.
Oh,
no, that
oh,
Castlevania
yeah.
game.
Yeah, no, you were very upset by the time we got done last time.
Yeah, you made a fatal error that you alone made by yourself and no one else ever
Right.
made.
Yep, Matt never made it the week before. Yep. All right. Thefreecheese.com is where you can find all that stuff. Twitter.com is a place you can go and follow us. The Free Cheese is at Some Free Cheese. Mark is at _mental. Matt is at MattyIce131. Ben is at SevBenz. I am at The Free Cheese. This has been another episode of video game content for you, by us. We'll see you next week. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, listener, for listening. Until next time.